episode of The Damaged Goods. You know the drill. Let's start with a recap. Last session, our adventurers in traveling across the Avernian wastes on a quest by Blackstaff of Candlekeep to recover a prophecy, as well as to recover a twin who has been fairly elusive. Found, lost, and convinced that twin to, I guess, become a murderer. And in the process found themselves looking at Fort Firespit, a fortress on the River Styx that stood as bastion between them and their target, I guess, which is in the next layer of hell, Dispater. There were a lot of ways to approach this fort. We needed to get past it, and we needed to secure travel, as the River Styx is very volatile and will melt your mind into a pile of jello the second it touches you. You noticed that there was a harbor about a mile upriver where a bunch of mortals were exiting off of ferrymen's boats and making their way through the fort to gain entry back through. You notice that this might not be the best way to approach because some of your party members are divine just in essence. A lot of conversation took place. Are we going to attack the boons of Zariel? Are we going to attack the gates that are trying to keep any people who aren't devils from passing through? Should we use the giant bomb that we created? All of this led to you guys having sort of a heated debate in an invisible vehicle and drawing the attention of 3 tieflings, an adventuring party through the wastes who saw this opportunity to make an interesting trade. They realized that their travels were going to take them further into Avernus, and they had paid for travel down to Dispater, and that you all needed to go to Dispater anyway. Making this a mutually beneficial transaction, you decided that it would be a good idea to allow them to take your vehicle if you could take their boat. And you, Amemnon, and Guile decided that a front-facing approach would be best. So everyone piled into the portable hole with a straw or a tube?
A tube.
A tube? And, trying to stay alive whilst all breathing through one tube, which quickly turned into a duct-taped tubular mess thanks to Sfixer.
We're all gonna get cold. We're all gonna get cold.
You started the 1-mile procession to the front of the fortress. The rules were on your side as Guile was really convincing. You were fairly deceptive, and the answers within the devilish TSA that you had to pass through didn't provide enough suspicion to stop you in your tracks. You found your way back to the Morenoloth, who was taking you to the next layer, and you found yourselves on the River Styx again. You passed through the fort relatively unscathed and went down the blood rapids of the River Styx until you found the entrance to Dis, an oculus of blood red water, like Niagara Falls encircling an iron spire that pierced through the land itself. You found yourselves tilting over and rushing down this waterfall, and with everyone gripping their eyes tight, aside from those who were in the relative safety and ambiance of the portable hole.
Have no idea what's happening.
When you opened, you found yourself in a metropolis. Something unseen to a lot of you. I don't think many of you have been to large cities other than Valenccya. But this is a metropolis beyond even human convention.
We are not in Neverwinter.
Give me a human example.
And it's like New York.
Okay.
Well, it's like New York on crack cocaine, which is New York.
Escher style.
So, yeah. Well, it's not like,
Not
you know,
quite.
but I'm
I think your mind is like people are walking upside down,
Yes.
and that's not the case.
Yes!
It's essentially like it has been built so much on top of one another and reconstructed from the ground up so many times
Layers and
that when you
layers
get
and
to
layers.
street level, your vision is confined to the buildings directly in front of you and the streets adjacent to you and the people around you.
There's no
Looking up, you
sky.
Buildings, maybe various heights and smoke, and then clouds that are constantly dripping blood rain over the city. The sheer heat from the demolition and new construction in Dispater will evaporate a lot of this sort of blood rain before it even touches the ground, because most of the buildings, which you haven't seen just yet, are being smelted into place with white-hot iron and do pose a hazard to anyone on the streets. Though most of you couldn't really get your bearings, because the second you got off the aqueducts and descended to street level, you found yourself in a relatively confined alley that was fairly safe, and took that moment to let everybody out of the portable hole. This proved to be a rather interesting decision, as the stealth checks were not enough to avert the gaze of a chain devil who was passing by with a procession of mortals all chained behind him. He essentially alerted you that he noticed that you were not supposed to be there and wanted to investigate, and then pulled out a small box, a wicked looking construction of iron and wood with a small handle that cranks, and with it a very terrifying sort of cacophony of screams emitted. He did that for about a minute to alert anybody else on the street before putting it back in his bag, and then attempting to turn around to deal with his mortals before beginning the chase. So that leads us to the present moment. We're entering into a chase. Everyone needs to roll initiative. Roll initiative!
Is he going to be dragging his slave mortals with him as
You'll
he
see in a
is
second.
chasing?
And also, you said he stopped for a minute to blow his horn. Could we be like gone by
He
then?
stopped for like a second. He's doing all at the same time.
No fucking way.
Oh wait, I have advantage. Thank God.
Oh man.
Oh good.
I had advantage
me.
and that was not good.
I'm so happy.
Yo, you're super fast, right?
Well, I rolled a nat 20, so. But yeah, I'm decent. I'm pretty fast.
Yeah, girl.
My first roll was a 3, so I'm real glad.
My first roll was a 2.
Also, roll for Heidi and
No!
Sixer.
Heidi's
Sixer's still in the bag.
Yeah,
I should
that's-
point at the point of order. Sixer's nowhere to be seen. You do feel a little bit of breath coming from the tube inside the bag in your pocket.
Two 13s over here. So 13 and 16.
Did you say we're supposed to roll something else?
13 for
No shit.
Heidi.
Okay. Just that.
16 for our gal bells.
20, did you hear me?
16.
Okay, 25 to 20.
good.
20 away.
25 to 20?
He's hammered.
25 to 20.
Sorry, 23.
23, damn.
I feel proud of that.
that.
I feel really good that you did so well.
I'm glad you're proud of
Okay, 20 to 15. 20, 15.
16.
16, 16?
16, 16.
Okay, I'll do Val and Petey.
Valentine.
Val and Pete.
Do you want a cracker?
15 to 10!
Yes.
Heidi.
That would be way better than what's
That would be
happening.
very
15?
Oh, I should.
13.
Did you need me to roll
Good
dial?
fact.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Sorry about that.
She's a Dexy
She's
lady.
a Dexy lady. She got a 19
Good job,
Nice.
Val!
Total?
total.
Okay, perfect. 10, wait, yes. 10 to 5.
5.
Perfect.
Oh, May.
Grudj, stop reading a book!
It's a really good book.
Right!
5 to 0. Nobody?
Did you have anybody to roll left?
Is there anybody?
I've got
I
Oldon and
missed someone.
Alicia, and they're both with the other party.
Yeah,
I lucked out.
all of them are.
I'm gonna say I don't think I
My
brought
peeps are
Clover
gone.
into the streets of hell with us. He might be in the back.
16.
Point of order. Where the hell is your
In
cauldron?
the bag. Stay in the bag.
It's
in
with
the
me.
bag.
Are you in it right now?
No, it's following me.
Okay. Gotcha.
She's probably hard to grapple.
Oh, it's a she now.
It's an it.
I love that.
Whatever it feels like on the day.
The cauldron goes by any pronouns.
Yeah.
Cute.
The
Okay,
its
perfect.
pronouns are they, them.
Callie the call.
No. Any pronouns is
Any
a
pronoun?
thing.
Starting distance between you and this chain devil, they're just around the corner of the alleyway that stretches out before you. If you look behind yourself, you see about, I will say, 60 feet of alley before it turns sharply off to the left. There is, in the middle of this alley, a turn about 40 feet in front of you off to the left as well, and then 20 feet in front of you off to the right. Just keep this in mind. You might want to write it down just for your own
Can I
reference.
hear that one more
Can
time?
you?
I
Yes.
heard you say it, and it was like I left my body for a moment. I was like,
Me too. I was like, oh.
This alley is about 60 feet before it ends.
60 feet alley. Okay.
And by
Yeah,
ends,
40
you
feet
turn.
down.
It turns to the left.
Okay.
40 feet down is another turn to the left. There's a building that's sort of like,
Sure.
makes that break.
Sure.
And then 20 feet down in front of you, there is a turn to the right. I will say there are grates on the ground. Every about 15-ish feet is a wicked iron grate that is embedded into the cobblestone. And I'll say with just the moment that you're able to kind of turn around and see, you can see the farthest one way down at the end is spewing this sort of like blackened smoke out from it.
Oh no. Okay.
Perfect. Starting distance from you and this chain devil, I will say the closest one to it is, I'll say Peter, because I'll say that you were kind of like letting the people out into the alley. So you and your cauldron are closest. It's about 10 feet away from you to begin.
The devil?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't have that.
No, you can't. And starting at the beginning of the round, Nuanen, you have an action or a
Can we
action and
theater
movement
the
to do.
mind it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of the whole thing.
You're Vander for now.
So a little reminder for chases, you can use your full movement. You are able to dash freely as an action if you'd like to, depending on your constitution modifier. It may help everyone to make little bubbles for the amount
Yeah,
of cons that you have, and then just cross them off. Yes, after you've done them. I'm going to do that for my team, or...
For the
for
amount of dashes.
Heidi doesn't.
Yeah. Heidi has 3.
3.
Can you hold a dash?
No.
No.
I will say
You
that
actually can.
you don't have any reactions, really, because we're in a
Yeah.
chase.
I am going to stand by Peter and wait.
Okay.
I'm trying.
You can hold until
I'm
Peter
planning on like trying to be
beside Peter.
well, just like whoever's in the back. I'm trying to be in the back to make sure everyone else gets.
To keep your mind,
If
to
that
keep
makes
this in
sense.
mind,
But
how this goes, you won't be able to move until after the beginning of the next round if you hold your movement now,
oh sure. I
because
see.
there's no holding.
All right.
So it's either move now or forever hold your P.
You
Like,
can
let's
drag
go.
me if you
I was
want.
gonna say, what are the
Hold
rules
your
on
Peter.
dragging
You
someone or
can
grabbing
move,
someone?
Yeah, you can grab a willing creature and move them half your speed in any direction.
So you could
If you
bring
want to
me.
drag.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Peter and run.
Sounds good.
And so
What's your full movement?
45.
45. So let's say you can move 20 feet. You're getting to that alleyway that you can see just off to the right. That provides
Grabbing an ally isn't an action.
It is not.
So you could technically still dash too if you wanted.
Make a perception check
For
for.
how much I want to leave everyone in the dust, though. But I guess
you
I
can
am.
still
I am
have
half
20.
speed though.
I have a.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. So I'll go ahead and dash as well. But would the dash be halved as well? Then? Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're
it's another
basically doing a full.
Yeah, full 40.
One of my full movements, basically, with you. But all right, that's my first dash.
And that puts me at
I have
50 feet
several
away
ways to
from the devil.
Yeah, that's what I do. Totally. I grab Peter and I run 20 feet and then I dash another however far you think it should be. 20. Another half.
I've got a plan. And if the plan works, it's going to be great. But we'll see.
I think
I'm
guys
literally
like-
waiting on everybody else before I start making my plan.
I'm so glad.
I have
And
several
that's what I was
ideas.
gonna do, but we
I
gotta
have-
go.
I'm
Someone's
the
gotta
end of
go.
the round.
I
Oh,
agree.
Everyone goes before me,
Just
so
follow.
everything that changes
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
will do
we
happens
follow, yeah.
before it gets
That's
my
what makes it
turn.
hard. Is it's like I feel like Nuanen would want to
Wait.
run behind everyone
I
and make sure
will
everyone
say,
gets because she's so fast.
Before you use your action to move that
Right.
extra 20 feet, so you can go the full 40,
Uh-huh.
you do see down the alleyway.
I'm gonna have to choose.
Do.
Oh, did
You
she make
see-
it to the alley? Or
Yeah, you
just
did.
to it?
You
Okay.
made it to the alleyway, and you can see down this alleyway, it begins to become a bustling street. The streets kind of are very narrow. It's
my
about 5
God.
feet, and there is a number of people or of creatures, mortals and devils alike, that are moving down the alley. And then you can also see sort of like this almost like maze-like shifting that happens between these tight streets, where a number of people are kind of just like going through. It is
How
a
people are
crowd
trying to
of
move.
people
Jumping that way.
moving down.
That seems terrible.
Where are we supposed to fucking go?
Well, there's 2 ways to go. There's that way, and then there's that way.
You
But
carry
haven't
us
worked
like
out
a
yet.
barrel.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
was
say,
like,
there's
I'm
not a
gonna say
lot of
this probably-
conversation
This
now.
probably happened so damn fast. I just grabbed you. Okay, so I can go right or left. That's
You
the
can
choice?
continue straight
Or-
forward, or you can go to the right, down this crowded street.
I'm gonna continue straight forward.
Perfect. Sounds good. So you go another 20 feet
Oh my
down,
God.
and you see off to the left another alleyway.
Feels really good.
Oh, do we make it all the way?
You made it to the next sort of like you made
She
it
made it
40
to the
feet
next
down.
side
the next
street.
one.
Oh, okay.
The next side street.
So there's a third side street in this alleyway.
Okay.
This one, as you look down, it sort of rises up a stairway. So there's a stairway that goes about 15 feet into the air, and you can see there's these sort of like really heavy red painted chains that block it off. One of which is sort of broken and hangs down the stairway. And there's a few signs in Infernal that you have no fucking clue what that means. But yeah, you can go up the stairs if you'd like to, but this is at the end of your movement, so I'll say you're getting to the end, you're starting to feel exhausted.
Peter can read it.
That's your turn, because you moved and used your action. So after you, it is going to be Guile.
Okay. She is going
Action
to
movement.
look behind her. What is she?
She sees the Chain Devil about 15 feet away. Oh, by the way, after Guile, it is Amemnon and then Valenccya on deck.
She is going to cast Suggestion
Okay.
on the Chain Devil and say, just worry about your own things.
Perfect. What is the save
Charm effect, right?
It is a charm effect.
It is a charm effect,
I
so
don't
he
know.
probably has advantage.
Well, he has advantage on.
Oh, peanut
Magic.
butter cups.
Well, she would know that as well if he's immune to charm.
Who knows? Maybe she does.
She's not a naturalist. That's hold on.
She
What's
tried her.
what's the save?
Her
Wild
spell
one.
save is 15.
What's the save for it?
Oh, Suggestion
I think it's wisdom.
is wisdom, I believe.
Or Chris.
Okay, that is a 16 to save.
Okay.
And what did she say?
Just worry about your own toys.
Okay, sounds good.
Seeing that it doesn't work, she's going to turn and begin following Nuanen and
Perfect. What's your
the
movement look
rest.
like?
Her
30?
30. She's going
Okay,
to move for
sounds
full
good.
30 to keep pace.
So is she? She can easily, in the midst of running, get to Nuanen and Peter, who are 40 feet down. If she wanted, she can go all the way down to the end.
She doesn't have a dash anymore because that
Oh,
would be her action.
I forgot.
So
Roll a
she just-
d20 for me.
After everyone's turn, you
Yes.
roll a 20?
Do I add?
Oh yes,
What's
she
it
used the
for?
action, so it's
It's
just
just a
30.
regular
So she's
roll.
10
Just-
feet behind.
She's 10.
Gotcha.
She's 10 feet behind, or how far ahead of Peter would she have been?
10 feet behind these two. Or yeah, because they went 40, she went 30.
Okay, so she was with Peter.
Sort of ish.
Because Peter was 10 feet from the demon. I was understanding that we were all kind of staggered through this alley.
No, you just got out, so
Okay.
I'll say you're kind of like all in the
It's hard 'cause
same
it's all
space.
happening
Sounds good.
literally.
Just
Yeah,
making
I'm
sure.
gonna say you're 10
Literally
feet
at the
behind
same
you.
time.
Right.
Just to
we're
kind of
not
keep
taking
everything
turns
together.
running. We're all just
I'm
We're
running.
good with
all
it.
running. Yeah, I was like, we're
Um,
all doing it. 18.
18, perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No.
Have her roll a d20 for me.
13.
Perfect. Alright, that is her turn. After that is Memnon. Valenccya's on deck. Memnon is going to turn tail and begin running as well, following Guile. His movement is 30 feet
Yeah, we can either go
natural.
simultaneously or I can wait for you. If I don't have, I think I might activate it.
I'm gonna use a spell. Hopefully it works, but I don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna get.
I'd be a drag, so I'm just.
Oh, that's
Go with
true.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
Just football carrying Peter.
I got a vial
I
that I'm
imagine
shaking.
just like
He's going to use his action to cast Fly.
half dragging, half carrying.
Nice.
Good.
On the devil.
He betrays
He's like,
us
I betray you!
on the people in chains, so he's like a balloon. It's like a giant, like a balloon
Great
cluster.
lesson, my friends. Always expect the unexpected. Starts to fly. Let me just make sure I have fly, because I think it's only one creature, and I'm pretty sure. But
You can cast it at higher levels.
True.
fly, baby.
But it has to be
Okay. It does have to be touched.
Oh. Well, he could probably get close to some of us if he wanted to, but
He can get close to Guile.
That's true.
It's the only person he'll really care about.
He is going to cast that at a higher level, I absolutely believe. He is going to do that. He's going to touch Guile, and she is going to begin to fly. He is at the same place, and he is going to roll a d20 at the end of his turn, which hopefully is good. No! It's not good.
Come on.
No.
he gets crushed by a piano.
Come on, Memnon.
Please. It'd be so funny.
No.
It'd be so funny.
Ah!
He's the only professor I like.
Okay, perfect. So he lands on one of those grates, just as something begins to bellow out of it. He pushes Guile to the side and takes the full brunt as he has to make a Constitution saving throw,
Is he 5 feet from
which
that?
he succeeds. So he is not going to get the poison condition. However, he is going to sustain a little bit of damage as a
Super
hot, poisonous cloud of black smoke emits from the thingy-merdingle. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! Perfect.
Nat 20.
And boom. And boom.
I forgot we have to do hit points for the NPCs again. Ah!
Yep.
Ah! 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 I have so many different things.
Nice. That is his turn. After his turn, it is going to be someone else. Valenccya. You can choose whoever wants to go first.
I say you're further ahead.
Okay.
More knowledge of a situation.
So, I realize I'm about 50 feet away from the devil now.
Wait, what? Oh, you moved. Okay.
I carried him.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I am going to mix a few things together and just kind of like chuck it. And I cast Levitate on the chain devil.
Okay.
He's
Let me
gonna make
just
a
look
con
that up.
saving throw.
Love that.
I think you're
Is this a
throwing it
magical
to me.
effect?
And I'm like, what?
It is, so he probably has advantage.
Oh.
But if he fails, I'm gonna just start lifting him into the sky.
I love that. Greater vantage point. Easier to see you all. I love
Yeah,
that.
but he can't move, so.
Unless he has a way to
It's like
externally
when Harry
direct
Potter
himself.
blows up his aunt.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes! Okay, perfect. What's your DC?
What did he
And you
roll?
rolled a 19. That's okay.
Damn.
Without the modifiers, which is also, what is the save?
It's a 17.
Okay.
I'm guessing he doesn't get a -3.
No, it's all pluses. Sounds good. Well, that's great. You wasted that spell slot. Also, is he within range for that?
60 feet.
Nice. Movement. You move in, you see that same thing. Stairway 15 feet. Up at the top, there's those chains that are loosely hanging and a couple infernal signs that you absolutely can read that say, "Caution, construction zone."
I whisper to myself, perfect. And I go up to the chains and I just kind of...
Yeah, as you
through
get up,
them.
it is a bridge that is currently being built that is not occupied by any of the builders currently. Half of it is made, the other half is not. So there's about a big 30-foot gap of open space that you would have to jump over.
Any chains or anything
To get
connecting?
no,
the ends,
absolutely
or?
not. However, there are chains that are sort of like, blocking it a little bit, but it's easy to pass through.
So,
What's the drop situation?
The drop situation is you haven't gotten up to the edge yet.
well, I moved 10 feet to the door. How
Yep.
far is the edge?
Well, you were at that sort of turn, so I would say it's just a 15-foot walk up this stairway, and then the edge is about 10 feet in front of that.
Okay, I'm gonna walk up to the edge and I'm gonna look down and see what's going on.
It is a river of the sticks, and you see a bunch of chunks of like concrete and shit, like rocks and
Got it.
stuff that had fell into this water. It is an aqueduct, a waterway of Dispater.
I take out a rope and I prepare for the next turn.
Sounds good. So you used your full movement to get there, right? So you're at the edge.
It is, if you fall in it, you become dumb for the rest of your
It's
life.
about a 20-foot drop, I will say.
Well, I'm already dumb, so I feel like not.
It casts,
I have an idea, but it's dumb.
Sounds good. Is that your turn?
the river casts feeble mind
Is
on you.
that
You fall
your
into it,
turn?
so-
No.
Is that your turn?
That's it, yes.
Okay, perfect. Please roll a d20 for me.
It sounds like Pokemon battle music.
14.
Yeah, I'm
14! You Gucci! Alright, Val, you're up.
Activate the broom. Voltas, use the action word.
Sounds good. You got 50 feet of movement.
Put my cute butt cheeks on it. My little angelic booty. And then I look to Heidi and I'm like, oh, I got room for one more little halfling butt on here. And I like yeet her if I
Can you use
can.
10 feet of movement? to
Yeah,
go
I
on?
can use.
Solid.
And then we'll go 40 zoot up right behind
Nuanen.
Nuanen.
I
Nueater, which is Nuanen.
Norwegia.
Nueater. Nueater.
I don't know how I feel about this.
I'll zoom up behind you guys.
Oh, that's your couple name.
Yeah.
Peter.
Bina!
Wow, Bean does
She's
not
so
like
excited.
that
Come
shit.
here.
No.
She says no. I would like to make, I guess, a perception, like just looking for.
Did she like try to eat the chip and then start yelling?
I don't know.
I don't know. Can I make a perception check just for
Yeah.
people behind us?
Yeet.
Possible interruptions to their path that I've passed
Hey,
by.
you need to get out of here, okay?
You caught snacking.
In fact, minus inspiration.
Bina, lay down.
I don't know what that means, but it's just,
That's been wildly-
yeah, it's just an empty threat.
Can I make a perception check for things like a big stack of boxes that are comically like gonna fall over?
For what?
Like a big
Like, to like throw in front
Yeah.
of somebody?
Yeah.
Sure. Make a little perception check.
occupation or hazardous.
Operational hazard.
Yeah. 19 plus 8, 27.
Okay, sounds good. In this alley, you do see there are a couple of these weird, like, they look like,
Flammable.
sort of like grated braziers that hang outside of windows up the sort of like cobblestone building. It's essentially the equivalent of like an air conditioner if you were trying to condition the air to be so boiling hot.
So maybe I could scale up those,
Or you could hit it and it'd fall down and strewn coals all over everything.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
And there's a bunch of them. It's kind of like the buildings you're around now that you look around it. It looks like apartment complexes to us, but to you it looks like apartment complexes because you know what those look like.
Okay.
So many
Tenement buildings.
I grab Heidi and I move with her,
You
and then
did. You did. Perfect. Do you want to draw this out a little longer, or are you ready to end
That's
your
my
turn?
turn.
Perfect.
I'm
Roll
done.
that d20 for me. Thank you so
I
much.
don't wanna.
After this,
scared.
Petey and
18.
Val. Nice. It is Heidi up. Heidi is on the broom with
Yep.
you. However, she cannot move the broom as it is under your command.
No, she cannot. Yeah.
So she got an action if she wants to use an action.
She can use I was gonna say she could use Arcane Burst. I don't think that's a person. I think she'd need like old monster.
True.
I think technically. Heidi will use Arcane Burst to target the Chain Devil at the lead if possible.
Okay, great question.
Range of 120 feet.
Perfect.
One target.
She does need to see the Chain Devil, right?
Yeah.
The Chain Devil is around that corner.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you targeted the Chain Devil too, though, right?
Kyle did as well.
Kyle did too. I want to say she can see it. Actually, give me a little perception check.
Yeah.
Since you're so far away.
19.
Yeah.
Heidi's hot tonight.
Why not?
19 plus 1, 20.
Solid.
Yeah, so she'll make an attack roll to hit the. It says what? Oh, that's the damage if it hits. Arcane Burst.
You make an attack roll.
12 plus. What do I? 6 to hit?
Yep.
12 to 6 is
18 to hit.
That does hit.
9.
Roll damage.
3D damage.
3d10. Ooh, Heidi. How come anytime I have to roll a d10,
After
my
Heidi is
mind
something
stops.
special, and then it is Grudj after that. Oh, Grudj,
10
you're alone.
plus 17.
I'm so sorry, my baby.
17 plus 8.
25.
25.
Is there a plus?
25.
25.
Plus 3. So 25 plus 3 is 28.
28.
28. Wait,
And
damage?
that's acid. Yep.
Holy hot
Acid
bananas. Oh my god. That's a lot.
That's a
25?
lot. Chain Devil. That's so much.
I like to imagine.
I don't like that you know everything about everything.
For funsies, I like
So
to imagine I'm
That's
wearing
a lot.
I'm wearing
a lot.
Heidi like a backpack, but in front. So she's like casting over my shoulders.
She pulls out her wand, like flicks it in her wrist.
She's
like,
she's a little.
I hope
She's
this
a.
hits.
She's a
Out,
Heidi
and it's
Bjorn.
just this huge putrid blast of like acid energy that just hits this thing square in the chest, knocks it into the wall, and then like immediately starts eating away at its front-facing chains because this thing has so many chains.
I high five Heidi. That's her turn.
Perfect. Sounds good. Roll a d20 for me, Heidi.
Oh, Heidi, feeling kind
Heidi
of
ho.
lucky.
Oh.
5.
5! I love that! That's
Something
great.
spicy.
Thank you so much, Heidi.
Heidi said this isn't challenging enough for me. Heidi said I'd like a little something extra, please.
Yeah,
Is Heidi.
absolutely.
She's
Halfling.
fucking scary.
Heidi Iron Meadow.
As she moves her body to do that, a vial of oil slips from her pocket and lands on the ground below. I will say that really nothing happens other than the coating to this entrance that Peter has already passed through and Nuanen has sort of passed through is now covered in oil. Somebody. All right, is that her turn?
Good job,
Yes, it is. Perfect.
Don't step on
After
the
that
stairs.
is something special. The Chain Devil is going to use his action to chain all his mortals to an adjacent pipe and then begin to run straight up to Grudj. Grudj is right there.
Yep.
Perfect. Lovely so much.
Gonna get
I
chained.
wanted to stay in the back. Multi-attack. He is going to
He's
attack.
used his action to tie his people.
Oh, he did! Yes, so he's just gonna clear the distance to you. Thank you so much for holding me accountable.
No worries.
I'm so scared.
I'm a wizard. I'm not gonna let you just get that for free.
Yay! Okay, perfect. So that's the Chain Devil, and then after that is Grudj.
Right?
Oh, wait! Oh, at the start of its turn, any creature within 30 feet of you, which is you. I'm so sorry. I need to retcon just a little bit. Back it up. I noticed that it was my turn. I give you all this grace. I'm going to give it to myself. He uses a thing. It's interesting. As you look at him, his approach, his sort of blank, helmety face begins to take on a different form as the flames lick up, and you see the burning malice ridden visage of Lustev like looming over you as a child, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, okay. That's correct. It's 15.
15 saves, you are not feared. Thank you so much. Okay, that's his turn.
Right.
It is your turn now. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, let me see.
think I'm gonna faint.
He's got it. I believe.
I'm just checking my spells real quick. I didn't stock it. Of course I didn't.
What you got, baby cake?
Right. Well, I am going to Thunderstep.
Great.
Since he's right there.
Love that.
Con 18.
Constitution saving throw. Is this a magical effect?
This is a magical effect.
Perfect. Natural 17 and a 1. I'm gonna take the 17.
That makes sense.
Natural 17?
Yes.
Uh,
Plus 4. So
okay, yeah.
yeah,
That'll do her.
21.
He still takes the damage.
Solid.
Takes half damage.
Love that.
Keep
Keep it rolling. Let's keep the good vibes going.
so
so
we'll
scared of
carry
you right
that
now.
out first.
I like you so much.
Chaos.
Ooh, that's 19.
That's a really good
27. 31 and half would be 16.
Jesus, it hits. Oh my
Not bad.
god. Okay.
15.
Sounds good. Wait, 15? Yeah. Wrote it down.
Round it down.
Okay,
15
15,
rounded.
so that's 40 total for the damage he's taken in 5 seconds. Perfect.
And I will over, and if I can just before
It's a
I
30-foot
it's a
movement, right?
90.
Ooh, where are you putting yourself? Mind you, you can't see from this vantage around those corners where Peter went.
Cool.
You can get all the way there.
You can't.
I'm going to drop myself there.
Perfect. Roll a dexterity saving throw for me. As you
That's-
land on the ground
That's gonna be good.
on the oil.
No,
That'll be
not
nice.
on the oil. Heidi.
That's a natural 7 plus 2.
No.
So 9. So
Immediately prone.
You only had to beat a 10.
oh my god! It's just
I'm gonna say you take a
Ow.
just a d4 of
Ow.
damage there. That's 1 point of damage
okay.
as you
that's
roll your
fine.
ankle.
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand back up.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna make my way down. Are we going this way?
You
Where
got
are we
15
headed?
feet of movement.
You can get to the top of the stairs.
Where
That's
are
the-
we
That's
going?
the only way.
All
We
right.
don't have time, probably.
Not a lot of conversation
There
time.
is only
just
one. There
take
is
it where
only
you go.
one path.
No,
I'm-
there's another path.
yeah,
we
that
can keep
is
going.
like 20 feet back.
No, there's another one 20 feet ahead of us.
Yeah, there's both.
Down the original track.
There's another one.
Yes!
Let's
Yeah.
He
Oh.
said it 4
Shush,
times!
shush, shush. Quiet, coyotes. Everyone
can
look at
say
me. Thank you. What do you want to do?
Peter, yay or nay?
And that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 for me. Thank you so much.
Damn, I thought we were at the L.
Nope.
Well, there's one L of
We're
the
about to
3,
take it
for
now.
sure.
They're not L's. They're not L's if there's more than one way to
There's
go.
I
two
stopped
T
back a bit
intersections.
further than you because you went
There's
ahead
2
and
T
checked
intersections
the
and an
chains.
L intersection.
Yeah, I went through
Yeah.
the
It's like
chains.
Grudj.
I
me
love
and you.
this. This is fun.
13.
13. Sounds good. All right, that's your turn. At the top of the round, I need everyone. Well, at the bottom of the round, actually. Everyone who would like to hide may attempt to hide. However, most of you who are in line of sight of this chain devil will automatically fail. So those of you who are around the corner, which I believe is just you, as well as you and
Can I use my hide action
took
to
it.
tie a knot instead?
No.
Oh, okay.
Also, it's not a hide action. It's just part of the chase.
Can I try to park Heidi and I like along the side of the building, like under one of the? No.
I'm not
Sounds
gonna
good.
hide.
I'm gonna say that this round's not really the round to do this.
Uh-uh.
Perfect. At the top of the round, however, something fun is gonna happen. Ooh! Are y'all ready for chaos?
Yes.
My tummy.
Yeah.
You guys, you're so great.
It's kind of a whole thing.
I know you got very quiet.
What's that?
That.
Read that from
At
me.
the start of the round, Nuanen
That
is
is nothing.
up at a 25. Nuanen, what you doing? After that,
Oh,
it is
shit
Guile
balls.
and Memnon on deck.
You rolled a 7 on a D4.
I'm gonna run after Peter and go through the chains.
Sounds good. Easy enough. Your movement, it's 15 feet up, and then Peter, you were at, I believe, 10 feet in front of that.
Yeah,
Um,
because
so
I went up to the
25
edge.
total.
Yes.
you
I'll
went
go up to the edge
25,
as well. So the
up to the
25.
edge. You see it, it's about a 30-foot jump to the other side.
A 30-foot jump.
Yeah. Or a 20-foot
Can I-
descent.
You have your flying boots.
Can I do? Oh yeah.
You have boots of
Click,
flying.
click.
I do have that.
Dorothy.
Did Did you say you pulled out a rope?
I have a rope in my hands, and I'm like, I don't know if we got time for this.
Come on, what you doing?
I'm gonna grab one end of your rope and I'm gonna fly across it.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
And your boots of flying, remind me, do you have to activate those?
Let me see.
There
You're
might
able
be
to go
like
15 feet, even if you are.
Hold on, hold on.
even
Yeah,
if you have
you
to
are.
activate it.
Hold on. While you flying speed equal to my walking speed, up to 4 hours, or several shorter flight. Blah blah blah. Not important.
Also, on the other side, since you guys are both at the top
It
of this
doesn't
bridge,
say.
you do see that there is buildings on the other side that appear
to
to
activate.
meet with another road that runs parallel to this. You can't see it though because there's
Yeah, there is no activation
Nope.
on those.
solid. You can fly. So if you want to
Free
use your full movement, you absolutely can get to the
Go,
other
go,
side.
Peter
Yep.
Pan.
I will.
So you're gonna use your action to dash. So mark off that little con thingy, just so you have it. And then you can move all the way up to 45 plus
I think it's 50.
20. So 65 feet if you'd like to.
I'm just gonna go to the other side,
There's
Which-
only 60 feet of rope.
Yep. So if you make it to
which
the other
is 30.
side,
It's a 30 gap, right? Yeah. So I'm just gonna go to the other side with the rope.
sounds
and
good.
Stop. Because I can't use another action. I can't tie it to anything or anything. So I'm just gonna.
But I will say, since you're on the other side, you see the same sort of weird construction signs from the back, as well as a couple chains, and then another descending stairway, and then you see an active, bustling street in front of you, which looks a lot like something really cool. It's sort of like a squared courtyard.
Sure.
With two lines, or sort of two entry points, one that's coming in and then one straight in front of you that goes off in another direction. But that's all you can really see right now.
Sure.
Oh, there's also sort of, because you can kind of see it from the side, there's another set of like weird red chains that's around the corner of the building just in front of you, to the right. But we can describe that a little later.
Okay. I technically didn't use an action, did I? Because I moved and flying doesn't activate, so that's still
You
movement.
use your action to dash to
Dash.
get all the way across.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's it. And I'll just hold the
Yeah.
rope.
Where are you stopping?
Just
I
on
wanna
the other side.
So you're just stopping right on the other side.
Yep, and I turn back and I just hold
Roll a
the rope.
d20 for me at the end of your turn.
Don't split.
That's a 6.
Yeah! Yay! Perfect! Okay. Ooh! Love this. So down at the, I'll say down at the end of this stairway, you hear sort of like a gnarling and yipping of a pack of hellhounds that are turning around the corner. They look up, see you, and begin to run straight for you. It's going to require a check to get past these animals.
Oh no.
Okay.
But you're flying, so just, that's great.
Could you just like fly back 15 feet and watch them all jump off the ledge?
Well,
I mean, they could make athletics check.
it depends, because I thought this is after me,
Yeah.
right? So my turn's already ended.
This is a
Grandma gives a
hazard
drink.
that takes place. Like essentially, it's a
Turn.
problem because you failed. So it's going to affect, I guess, kind of everyone. But when you pass them, there's going to be a challenge. So the challenge is happening, but it won't happen at your turn. It's going to happen after. After you is Guile. Guile is up. After that's Memnon, and then Val and Peter are on deck.
Seeing the amount of damage that they have done already, she's going to take 3 Eldritch Blasts at this individual.
Perfect.
So, first, 24.
Good job, Guile.
Elder Blast.
24. Yeah.
Second, 25.
Hit. Yeah.
Third, 23.
That does hit. All of those hit.
So that's a D10 each. Okay.
Perfect.
7, 14, 18 damage.
18 total.
Yep.
Nice.
And
Sweet.
then,
Takes it to his body. You see his arm like lops off, and the chains around him form into a new hand as his body sort of like shrinks to compensate for the amount of size that it just lost. He is losing, but he is for Susan.
Losing for Susan.
And then she is going to zoom down the alleyway because 2 of her group that is helping to keep her alive went down there.
I love it. It's great. Also, just to mind you, there's 3 hellhounds in front of you. That's great.
She's going to use her 60 feet of movement and put herself above the opposing edge.
So, because she has fly.
Yes.
So she's able to get cross, and then she's meeting up with Nuanen on the other side.
Yes, she's going to stay above as well.
Sounds good. She notices the dogs now who are beginning to yap and nip like up in the air, trying to get at y'all. Perfect. Roll a d20.
Yes.
Four.
4.
More hellhounds. No.
Is it more hellhounds?
You hear a chink of a chain breaking, and she looks up just in time to see one of those braziers falling onto her and Nuanen, who's in the same spot. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Hey, I was gonna use that against you. Oh no.
This place is a hazard.
It's hell,
9!
motherfucker!
That's a 9.
Nice!
23.
Cool!
Can
You save! You move out of the way just
That's
as
a
Guile
two.
takes
I
the
got another
brunt of the
20.
hot coals to the face. Okay, cool. Let me just roll some quick damage for this.
Oliver, don't lick your butt back here.
Okay, that's 6
What else-
fire
what else
damage
is-
to her.
6?
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. She's good.
I will also say that, actually, let me just double check some things here.
I think I'm still at the corner.
Because she is dealing with this, she is going to take half movement on her next turn. So she is now in difficult terrain, as she is covered in swords.
Is she the kind
He just looks back at him and goes,
Concentrating on why, moving forward, as it is his turn now. Also, she dashed, right?
That's fine.
Yep.
No, she just used her 60.
Hey,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's dash.
was
Yeah.
that
So
fire
mark that
damage?
off
Yeah.
for the thing. Yes, fire damage.
She's resistant to it, so she has
Oh,
it.
perfect! So just 3!
Sorry, sorry.
Nice!
Peeking
I
at your
love
sheet.
that.
We're doing
fly is 60.
teamwork.
Huh?
Fly is 60.
Fly is 60.
Oh, perfect. Then that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I was going to say, you didn't have to dash because I wouldn't have done that.
Yes, I know that, and I knew that before this very moment. Alright, Amemnon is also going to move 60 feet in the same direction, doing the exact same things. He is going to make it up to
he's not
near
gonna
Guile,
take-
but not quite next
He's
to
not
Guile.
taking a shot at the
Girl, give me a second. I'm doing my thing.
He steps ahead of you.
Oh,
Hey.
Gotta do everybody's move.
oh.
And then non Guile, Peter. You're on the side with Nuanen, or you
We're
stay
in the construction zone.
I'm
You
on the
are
other
like
side.
dude connected.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're both holding an end of a rope
Oliver.
across like a gap.
Point of order. Can you use your wings
Yes. I
Yeah.
think so.
super successly?
They're sore, but I think they're fine. It's been a couple days since I mutilated
Plummets
one of them.
plummets into the river, takes people mine.
That'd be bad. You'd never see me again.
Yep.
You'll never see me again. Is he really out there?
You just hit a firebolt his way because he is. It's gonna happen.
Lightning
You gotta
bolt.
roll. It's not great. Okay, what's it plus? 9 plus 8 is definitely more than his AC or DC or AC. AC's the right word,
Yeah.
so it is going to deal damage. Firebolt at
Firebolt.
this level. Firebolt. I will say it is a bunch of D10s. Boom, bam. Bingus. Shaboom.
What did you do?
8,
your
9, 10, 11, 12 damage. 12
Tried to levitate the guy
damage.
and failed.
Perfect. Really great. Yeah, super fun.
Yes.
He's immune to fire damage. He takes no damage, and Amemnon knew that. I'm so sorry. At the end of his turn, he's going to roll a d20. And he succeeds. Great. Perfect. That's the end of his turn. Val and Peter on deck.
You first, Pete.
Petey, you have rope in your hand. Nuanen up in the air, your cauldron next to you, waiting patiently for your direction as it sees it doesn't see anything because it doesn't have eyes.
It only has the will to follow you.
And a bunch of dogs have appeared on the other
I'm
side.
sorry.
I'm going to.
Oh, fuck. That's sharp.
What happened?
Sharp-sided dice are sharp.
Oh no.
So sharp.
I
What you up to,
tied
baby?
the rope off.
Nice. Where? To what?
It's a construction site. I pick a spot
So you're tying the rope.
to like a pillar, or
Are you trying to tightrope this bitch? What are you trying to do?
I'm not gonna use it.
What are you?
We're
Okay.
not, and neither am I. It's just-
No one's gonna use it. I can clear that gap easy.
Peter, leave the rope.
I fly across. Wait, hold on. Before I fly across,
Uh-huh.
I scoop my cauldron up into my.
Your how many
portable
pound
hole.
cauldron? Oh, okay.
Portable
It's
hole.
going in the portable hole.
Yeah,
That's your action. Putting it in the portable
sure.
hole. It's
And then
gonna
I
take
fly,
a second.
I fly across, and I stand next to Nuanen.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice.
You have how many movement with your wings? 30. You can make it to the other side, just on the other side of the doodle with your action of putting the doodle in the portable hole. Nice. Nice. Roll a d20 for me.
As we just like
Six.
deploy the rope.
That was the hell.
Another brazier comes down.
This is where.
Yeah, so on the other side, there are a number of hot coals on your feet. Give me a dexterity saving throw as the coals that landed on the ground have
Can I
created-
not see that there's hot coals? Can I just fly?
Girl, you're doing it. Let me just
You said
make
you
it happen.
landed.
Feet down.
Yeah,
I don't make the
didn't land,
rules.
I'm in
The
air.
book does.
16.
Perfect.
That's good.
That's really great and amazing. That's really great and amazing. Yep.
I notice them and just stay in the air.
You don't suffer difficult terrain, however, you're going to take a little bit of damage. That is 1 point of fire damage to you.
Okay. I take the damage.
Nice.
I
Good.
am upset.
Perfect.
Sunburn.
After you, it's Val. Then it's Heidi. Then it's something special after that. Ooh, I have to roll for the Hellhounds. Let me just roll that quick. Perfect.
Oops, a little too low.
Yep.
Val, what you doing?
I'm just gonna stay in the air.
I will fly up to where I saw Nuanen and Peter. Take Heidi with me on the broom. She's just a passenger. So I'll go 50. Where would that land me?
Okay, so you and Heidi landed.
We went 40.
Yeah, you went straight up to that,
Yep.
right? So you have 50 now. You can make it over the bridge, just to the
Cool.
other side if you like to. It'll be
I-
actually just shy of it, but
I can make just shy of over it, and I will send.
there's a bunch of hellhounds in front of you.
Yeah, I will see what I can do about
Also,
that.
there's a bunch of really tantalizing braziers up on these walls
Can I
above
do-
your friends.
Tasty.
Can I do 60 feet? Can I see a dog within 60 feet?
Yeah, they're within probably about 15 to 20 feet of you.
Okay, I will use.
I said 25
I will use
at the bottom.
a cantrip against the dogs. The blooming. I named it something silly, so it's Mialiki's blooming bird, but it's just a dex saving throw of 17 for the dogs.
Very cute. Did you want to just target first one then?
I'll target the meanest looking dog.
Okay, they're all very mean, but let me just
Is there one with a limp, maybe?
make a little insight check for me, just
Is
for
there a
fun.
three-legged hellhound that she can target?
16?
I'm gonna
No.
attack
I would be the biggest.
However, there is one with one eye. So
That's the one.
yeah.
Get it.
Okay, sounds
Let it be
good.
known, Val goes for the
what is
cripples.
Dex, dex saving throw
I don't know how
of
to do that.
17.
I don't either.
Perfect natural 18. It's saved.
Oh,
I'm rolling real well.
It's a save.
That your
and
turn?
sack,
Yeah, that is
Roll
it.
a d20 for me.
8. Sorry,
8.
Heidi.
No.
Sorry, Heidi.
Jesus.
Heidi's on the room with Val. That means she gets +5.
More
Hopefully
hellhounds.
it doesn't tell me.
2 of the hellhounds are going to rush your direction.
No.
They are starting to jump up in the air and get
Ah!
at your feet. I'm gonna have you make a wisdom saving throw quick to avoid being afraid.
I can do you one better. I can't be feared.
Solid!
I'm conscious.
That sounds great and perfect. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Heidi's up next.
Would it
Also-
affect Heidi?
Yeah.
Then Heidi has to roll
Yeah.
for... Wait, Heidi's next to me on the broom.
Yeah, she
Heidi can't be feared.
either.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
Perfect.
Heidi's turn.
So Heidi's turn.
She attacks the dogs!
Okay, perfect. How's she
See,
doing that?
Valenccya
How's she
fail.
doing that?
She'll use her arcane burst again.
The
so
one with
it'll
one
be-
eye?
Yeah,
We
it'll
call
be
him Uno.
5 feet reach or 120 foot range.
Is that another
So
one with a
she'll
mutation for another a third eye?
Yeah.
plus 6 to hit.
You don't see it yet.
10.
Face.
10. The dogs aren't wearing armor.
The
Roll
dogs
4.
are wearing natural armor, and that
Damn.
is not going to hit them.
Damn. Heidi misses.
Perfect. Sounds good. Since she used her action and she can't use her movement, is she doing anything else?
Hey Val, dear, would you raise the broom up a bit? And she like holds her halfling legs away from the dogs.
Roll a d20 for me.
I'm like, yeah, Heidi, 1 sec. Nat 20!
Yay!
I raised the broom up for Heidi. That's good, right?
Awesome. What?
That's good, right?
It is good, but she doesn't get to move at all because
Okay.
she's on the broom with you.
Okay.
Wonderful. That's amazing. After that, the Chain Devil is up.
Oh.
He is going to continue running down that area. I will say he's going to clear the distance, turn the side. Well, no, he's actually going to go 30 feet from where he was, which is in about 10 to 15 feet shy of that corner. He is
And
going
shy of
to...
Grudj.
You are all going to hear him sort of like scream out, "Intruders down there!" And then he's going to pull out that box again and use his action to call the siren. You don't know the effects of that siren anymore. So that's his turn. After him is going to be the Hellhounds. The only person on the ground is no one.
Mark,
So cool.
Mark.
Cool. They're all gonna be like real near you, and you know they're causing a
barking up at us
kerfuffle.
underneath.
Let me just double check. Oh wait!
They can fly.
No, they have this really funny thing. So Uno is gonna look up at you in the broom and is going to sort of look like it's gonna pull back to hack at you. What it does, it goes, and it's going to launch a ball of fire out the
Unacceptable!
15-foot cone!
Unacceptable!
So anybody within that range, which would be, I would say, low-flying flyers, probably Nuanen,
Low flying.
Heidi, Valenccya, Peetsy Beetsies, and Guy.
Why are we all so close to each other?
That's what's happening.
Because we're all like running and catching up.
I need y'all to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a magical effect?
No, it is not.
One
Yeah.
day,
Well, they
I
all have
wrote it
tactics,
down.
too.
I wrote it down too. Okay, this one's Val's.
Do we have to roll it 3 times?
What kind is
Huh?
this?
We roll it 3 times.
You're rolling it once right now.
Okay.
What
Is it
kind?
dex?
What?
Dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. Thank you so
Dex
much.
saving
Yeah.
A nat 20 for Valley.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
a not very good for Miss ID. Oh, I'm looking at Val's
3,
still.
4, 5, 6.
Where are the saves on a printed character sheet? How come I can't find them?
I love fire.
Saving throws? If it doesn't mean she's proficient, then she just has her 13.
With fire.
Rolled an 11 for Heidi.
15.
Plus
That's better.
2 is 15. No,
Don't worry, I think we're gonna have to do it 2 more
Who
times.
rolled?
my
Okay, so
five
who did
is
ready?
18.
What did you roll? 4. Okay, sounds good. What'd
I
you
rolled a
roll?
15.
You
Perfect.
have advantage.
You passed. What'd you
Not
get?
a dex
18
saving
for
throw.
Heidi,
Oh,
nat
that's
20
you can
for
see.
Val.
Lovely. Sounds good. What did Guile get?
Oh, fuck.
Could Guile roll
Guile's
a...
high.
I think you
Okay.
might have.
I said
Guile's
that.
high.
I said she was going to stay high.
You did.
I thought that
That
was only
sounds great.
raging. I'm
Are you
not-
sure you don't
No,
want to do it
she
just
gets to
for
reroll.
fun?
Hold on. Oh, it's a 2.
It's a 5. It's a 5 now.
Okay, sounds great.
Different
To anyone who saved,
different fucking dice.
What
to
is
anyone who saved, you get 10 points of fire damage.
What is
Oh,
this
that's
save?
not bad.
You saved.
Oh.
Yeah. You get 10 points of fire damage taken to you. You take a full 21 points of fire damage.
Oh, good. Oh,
Okay, and then
tickle.
the second one, which is Dulce, is going to go next. They're going to do a very
Dolce and Gabbana.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's why they're like
Dolce and Gabbana.
I'm actually fucking
Uno, Dolce and Gabbana, and Dulce.
I left some better.
It's Uno, Dolce, and Trenta.
Beauty.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So that's
another
21 points of damage. Everyone who is also within range, please roll a dex save again, as the second one does it.
No.
So on each dex, do I
Ouch.
get advantage?
Okay. Yes.
Or is it, okay. That's a 12. Okay. 10, so 12 plus 3. So 15.
What was it? 15?
15.
Yeah, that's safe.
23.
Nice.
22 and 18 again.
Perfect. You all save. That is 27 points of damage.
Oh,
It doesn't-
if you are all in the
save.
range for the cone, you get an additional +5 from Val.
No, it's 10. It would
Oh.
only be immediates.
True.
Regardless, that is 13 points of fire damage to everyone within that cone. And then the third one is gonna go.
What is it? 13? You
13
said?
points of fire damage! Alright.
Man, I'm so glad to be back here with that devil.
Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be
I'm
a lot
almost
of
below
damage.
100.
Roll D! Well, roll another round of dexterity saving throws for me, please. Everybody.
Girl.
I know, right? It
You're
sucks.
doing too much. Oh, I
Doesn't
said
it
that in the
suck?
dice. We're like, don't worry, sweetie. We got you.
Now,
13?
saves.
18.
Saves.
18 plus 8, 24, and then 17 plus 2, 19 for Heidi. Save and
Perfect. Everyone saves. That is going to be 21, 22, 23. Halved is 11 points of fire damage. And that is the Hellhound's turn.
save. You said
After-
11 more?
That is 11 points of fire damage, yes.
Okay, so 33 in total for those 3 attacks.
Did the chain devil have to make a dexterity saving throw when it ended up in the space with the oil?
No, you used it up. It's only a one-time doodle.
You're covered in oil.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it's attached to all of it.
Also, it's not there yet, because it didn't make it all the way. It alerted the
true.
alarm.
Wow, Heidi is not looking great. Wait,
Fine.
no, I just did the math.
Okay, after their turn, they're going to roll a little doodle. Bingo. Bango.
Boingo?
Bongo. Uno is too close to the edge, and the concrete gives way underneath the dog
Sorry,
as
buddy.
it pounces on the ground,
I feel bad.
and it begins a slide as 5 feet of the bridge gives way, sending Uno down into the river Styx, and Jolce also down into the river Styx.
Yay!
They start floundering because they're flounders. Perfect. That's them. After that is Grudj. You got yourself up from prone last time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you did.
I
Good.
don't have
You
that
got your
photo
full
for it.
movement. You hear a lot of kerfuffles, and you see the gouts of flame happen from in front of you.
Yeah, I see the gouts of flame happening.
Yes.
So he's currently 15 feet back down the hallway from me. Yes?
He is. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna stick my head out. I'm gonna try to polymorph him.
Okay. That sounds fun. What's the save for that?
Wisdom 18.
Abracadabra, you're a cow.
Natural 18 plus 1. 19.
That hurts.
What did you wish to turn him into?
Oh, I was gonna try and turn him into a clipper.
I don't know what that is.
It's a piranha.
You didn't do that.
Didn't do that.
Sounds good. That was your action. You got your movement?
I'm gonna walk up to the front of the stairs and just look at everybody and go, "That looks real bad over there."
So 15 feet up, right? Are you using your full movement to get all the way to the other side or to the edge of the bridge?
There's nothing for me to use. I can't jump 30 feet.
No, I know, but are you going all the way to the edge of the bridge?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stop
Okay,
there.
sounds good. That sounds right. Perfect. Roll a
No.
d20 at the end of your turn.
Okay.
I don't know. I got
Roll,
the sneaking
one.
suspicion that Grudj
Roll,
will be fine.
1.
16.
16, perfect. Sounds good. After that, it is going to be the top of the
Yeah.
round. Actually, at the end of the round, to anyone
I'm
who is
sure I'll be
able to
fine.
be
Whatever.
stealthed, which I don't think anyone is because
What's
there
happening?
are a bunch of hellhounds who can see you all.
Can I pretend to be one of them?
Yeah, do you want to roll a quick deception check with
Where's
this
your
guy?
I think I left Clover in the bag.
Hey, we're just down to Trace.
Okay, perfect. I need to do a quick thingy. Yay.
hag appear.
A wild hag.
Okay.
As it turns out, if you're all grouping up with hellhounds around, it does a lot of damage.
They can all spit at you because you're all in one group.
All right. Nuanen, you're up. You got one hellhound in front of you. The other two are slowly drowning. Yeah.
With a vacant look on their face.
They're so dumb.
How big is the hellhound?
It's like the size of a dog.
I'm gonna pick it up and toss it into the river Styx.
Okay, that sounds good.
Reunite it.
You
with
can't
its
shove
friend.
it. That is a thing.
You can't
Or shove
shove
it.
it. Yeah,
Sure,
absolutely.
yeah, that
Let's
works
do
too.
that. Let's
Yeah,
do
I'll
contested
shove it.
strength rolls.
I like to think you go to pick it up and it's so nasty that you're just like,
Yeah,
Never
it's
mind.
the flank of it is definitely sort of like slick with like so much soot that it feels
Mange.
greasy.
Oh, gross. Sure. Okay. So
Alrighty. Ooh, not with a 2. No, not with a 2.
don't want it.
Not with a 2.
Did you say strength?
Roll,
Yep.
roll.
Oh, that's a natural 20. So that's
Yeah. Plump bitch.
24.
It
24.
bounces off of
Sounds
Grudj
good.
into the river.
Well, aren't you on the opposite side of all of this still? You just see her push it in front of
Yeah,
you.
you use your action to push it down into the river. It makes a splash, and you
Good.
are able to do whatever you want with the rest of your movement. What you got?
Tina,
It's okay,
no. Go lay down. lay down.
And how far is it? 30?
So you are on the bridge. You just moved kind of back to where the bridge was. So you're about 5 feet from the stairway, which is 15 feet down, and then it enters that sort of weird thoroughfare I described beforehand with the L shape.
Yeah,
So if you want to use 15 feet of or 20 feet of movement to get down into that next area, you absolutely can. There's no other turning other than flying along this river.
No, I was just trying to figure out if I had enough movement to fly back and pick up Grudj and bring him.
No, I don't believe
I
you.
don't think so.
You do have that rope, though, that you guys both have, and is just kind of like in slack now. Just
Like you're still holding the other end of the rope. He just never tied it to anything.
Right.
I can clear it.
I was like, he can time blink.
you can time blink.
He
Okay,
should
I'll
be
go
able to
forward.
magic
I'll go
out of
forward.
this.
Is the if I look behind me, is the thing still pursuing us?
No.
Not that you can see.
Yeah, it's still around the corner.
I guess yeah. I'll just keep going forward into this like square.
Perfect.
Oh fuck.
I hate the way you say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This music.
As you enter, you can see the full breadth of this situation. So, it is an L. There is sort of this, it's about like a 20-foot cube in total. It's a little courtyard. And there's some sort of like, I want to say questionable fabriced awnings that are sort of making some shaded areas amongst boxes and other things. Most notably, though, is that similar sort of red chaining around a sort of manhole that has been opened. There are those signs that say stuff you can't read, and then a open hole that descends deeper into what you can only assume is something beneath these buildings. I will say, though, as you enter, you catch the ire of 2 creatures off to the left of you, devils that you had only seen just a little bit beforehand in looking at the fortress you guys had just passed through. These are sort of purplish in appearance.
Purple dogs?
Draped in sort of like skins and leathers. Their purple skin is sort of concealed with cascading tentacles on a beard. They both have 2 glaives. These were the ones who were blocking the entrance to, or no, they weren't. They were inside the fortress beforehand. They look to you as their sort of attention is being drawn from whatever signal was happening down the other street, and they scream out an infernal language that you cannot hear and begin to run towards you, their glaives in hand.
Hey.
But that's your movement and your action, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. Roll a d20 for me.
That was. That's 13.
Is this fun?
Yeah. He's fine.
13. Perfect. Sounds good. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. The end of your turn. It is Guile. Memnon is after that. Val and PD are after that. Guile.
Right.
She's hovering.
She's up high. I'll say she's
Is
about 20
hovering.
feet in the air.
Yep.
She has half movement for a little bit, just for this round.
Yep. So she's got 30 feet of fly. Man. She can't see the chain devil. She can't see the bearded devils. And she knows that Nuanen has gone into the square. You said there was an additional direction that we could go?
So straight forward, she sees a building, but she can kind of see another street that is just past that 20-foot courtyard.
Okay, she is going to fly up just to take a look and see what that other option is, to see if it's better than what is in front of her.
Your shirt looks like mushrooms.
I was thinking flowers.
That's kind of what I was thinking too, but I like the mushroom.
I did like that too.
Sorry.
Carrying on in the same sort of theme that has been drawn through this whole area, what unfolds before her is sort of like a confined, about 5-foot walkway, and then a barricade of wood that has a door that's sort of hanging open. There are similar sort of diamond or pentagonal shaped red signs that she can read that say construction zone ahead, and
Cool.
beyond is a courtyard of rubble. It is about 45 feet in length. There are these constructs on either side. There's about 4 of them, 2 on the left side, 2 on the right. The right side is dispersed more like one closest to the entry and one closest to the exit, and then in the middle on the other side. They are a essentially gauntlet of these turning mechanisms with huge iron balls that are in the process of beginning to demolish a building on either side.
Big crowd, swinging iron balls, big crowd swinging iron balls. She's going to use the rest of her movement to start flying towards the swinging iron balls and just whistle.
Perfect. How far can she go? She can go about 30 feet, right?
She's got 30, yeah.
So I'll say that she makes it into the courtyard, is able to see the bearded devils next to her, is able to reunite with Nuanen at the base,
Yep.
and can begin heading that way. She's
Yep.
probably in the middle of the courtyard at this point.
Cool. And she just kind of taps you and goes, this way.
Also, all of these machines are run by Springons that are just like with these weird sort of pulleys and levers, like
Yeah.
moving the things around, doing
Yeah.
their job.
Yep, cool.
Perfect. Is that her turn? Oh, she
She
used a dash. Mark that on her thing.
did she use a dash? I just used 30 feet.
Yes, because she had half movement.
Yeah, she has 60 feet of flying.
Oh yeah.
She's fluttering.
God, I need to remind myself of that.
Yeah.
Memnon.
That works so perfect.
Meminon's
Yes, it
got
does.
her.
Great.
So she hasn't dashed yet.
Love that.
She
Roll d20.
I'm still trying to figure out what she wants to do.
The end of her turn.
Oh yeah, action.
Taking any damage yet?
She's taken 3 points of damage yet.
No, you.
Oh yeah, no, I took 1 from tripping.
How'd you get it back?
I didn't. That's just the extra health that Valenccya gives us every morning. I just haven't burned through it yet.
Make sure to add your 15.
This is riveting.
Gotta pick the tens. Hellfire? Oh, I guess they're not.
Yeah, she doesn't see anything. So she's just gonna.
Looks
You could do a perception check.
Mm-hmm. It does.
She's gonna mage armor.
Very well.
Perfect! That sounds great.
Yeah, sometimes isn't it like dice look like advertising?
Sweet.
Like you wanna
So then, d20 roll.
Yes.
16.
Okay, perfect.
eat. So scary.
That is her turn. Memnon is up after her. He is going to clear the distance in the same way, 60 feet.
Towards the balls.
He was in that group. He was with her. Yeah. So he's gonna make it to the same, or he's actually gonna make it over that construction site, and he's gonna do something interesting.
I was gonna say, don't get hit by one of those.
Yeah.
Don't get hit by one of
He
those.
can fly over him.
Right.
Hopefully.
Still, don't get hit by him. It's bad.
Yeah, go over and not straight through. I just keep
After
looking at
Memnon
my
is
spells.
Val and PD, just so you know, he does not
It's
want
gotta
to give
be
up
over
concentration on this, so he is not going to. He is gonna cast Lightning Bolt. He's gonna drive it straight through the two on the right side to kill any Sprinagons that are in those.
Sure.
As a crack of lightning makes its arcs its way across this courtyard.
And they are metal. Nice and conductive.
Yes. Why am I doing this? Why am I typing the spell and then it just ends up being like, did you want an item?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning spear.
Lightning spear.
Lightning.
Lightning bolt.
Fireball.
Perfect! Okay, sounds good. 100 feet long.
Come on,
blah,
buddy.
blah, blah. Perfect. Any creatures in it must make a dex saving throw. Gonna roll the things. That one fails. The other one also fails.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's a lot of damage. Does anyone want to roll? Do you want to roll 8d6 for me? Actually, does everyone
you
want to roll
want sixes?
2d6 each, and then we'll count
I
them
have-
up together?
Oh, 2d6 each.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
mine
take it.
are
Go for it. It's for you.
5
It's
and 1.
yours. Have it.
I was like, it's not my house.
Enjoy
You can
it.
have it.
Yeah, they brought it.
5 and 1.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
5 and 1.
Perfect. That's 6.
9 total.
Perfect.
15.
Another 5 from me.
20.
Perfect.
Two
Roll
like
2d6.
D6s. 2d6.
It is
Square
critical.
guys.
Yay.
6 and 6.
Oh shit.
12.
Woo!
I'm on fire
Oh,
today.
you are. Your damage rolls are great.
Watch the next session, I'm just gonna be like, dog shit.
Does anybody else make like
Do really well this time, do terrible next time.
worksheets for themselves?
I have really gotten into the concept of like print out character notes.
Oh yeah.
for every
Roasty
session.
toasty, those devils are dead.
Ooh.
Honestly. They're gone. So 2 of those swinging balls hit into the wall and find themselves solidly stuck. The other 2 are still moving. He is going to take that side to the sky and almost like tipping across the wall is going to make his way all the way across that as far as he can. So he started at the top before the stairs, 15 feet, 20 feet, 35 feet, 25 feet, so he's about halfway into that courtyard. That's his turn. Val and Peter are up. Peter,
Pete
you're up.
first.
Or first. Oh, he has to roll a d20. Shablam. Nope. Okay.
Oh no.
Y'all don't see it yet.
I.
Other than Guile. Guile sees one of the pipes in that building after the thing hits burst, and it starts spewing oil into the area. So anyone who is on the ground
Yeah.
is going to have to deal with that.
I've got a bunch of different ways to.
Perfect. What's up?
I fly 60 feet.
Sounds good.
off.
What? It's good.
I
Yeah.
go a little higher as
So-
I go. So I'm like 20, 25 feet here.
Yeah, so I'll say you can make it to pretty much the exact same place as Memnon.
Okay, cool.
Inside that area.
Alright, that's
Solid.
it.
Action?
No, that's it.
Mark off your con if you used it as a dash.
Okay, I marked it.
Roll d20.
I'm gonna use the blood die.
I feel like the
13.
energy is kind of lulling.
No,
Everyone's like,
I'm taking it all in, baby.
Nice.
Oh.
what?
13.
Solid. Okay, that's your turn. Valencia's up. After that is Heidi.
Yep.
Then
That was
I think
perfect.
that's it. Well, no, something.
Chain
I
devil.
raced us.
Chain devil.
I raced us
Well.
on the broom, 50 ahead. So I believe we're close to behind where
You
Peter
gotta be
and
ahead of
Memnon.
us if you're using a dash.
No, I'm on the broom. I don't know
I'm still.
Can the broom dash? I've just been doing
The broom
50s,
dashes.
right?
The broom does dash.
I can dash.
Yeah,
I could
you
go
can.
100
You can use your full
hypothetically.
action to go 100.
And you don't have to
Heidi
consume
can't.
energy to do it either.
No.
Okay, I will do a juicy 189, or I'll do 89. I'll do 89.
What?
What?
I don't want to go I don't want to leave. I'll
Okay,
just do
so here, how about this?
85.
You have enough movement to get all the way to the other side of that construction courtyard if you stick to the path that Amemnon cleared for you. So if you wanted to, you can get to the other side and view the next area as you see another sort of T-shaped intersection.
Yeah, I do that. I move ahead to get a better vantage, but I keep us not on the floor, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And I say 20 to 30, 25 feet up.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I feel better as I watch the room fill with greasy, slimy goo.
I don't want to get fireballed at me by
I'm
dogs
so-
anymore.
Sorry, I didn't.
Looking past that sort of rickety, quickly thrown up
Continue on towards
wooden
the construction
exterior
zone of
surrounding
the
this construction zone, it opens up into this sort of like 50-foot squared courtyard filled with tents and people and smells, the sounds of movement and the ambient noise of a marketplace. There are so many places to hide here, but you also notice that there are a number of devils around the exterior sort of watching, and as you're very high up in the air, I'm going to have them make a quick perception check. Okay.
Can I make a perception check to percept them percepting me?
You can see them. There's about 4 Sprinagons that are positioned on these sort of pedestals, these like obelisk-like shapes in the corner that are acting as essentially sentries to call bigger stuff to this area if anything goes awry. All of them notice you immediately as your sort of resplendent,
I wouldn't say resplendent.
radiant skin,
I would
your
say-
hair blowing in the hot breeze.
I would say I'm wearing
You're
a helm.
gilded,
I'm
gorgeous,
and
elven,
I'm
mithril,
clo-
half-pint.
And quote,
Your bag
Val
of
glitters
thing
everywhere she
on-
goes.
You're not on a witch's broom with Heidi just behind you,
Heidi's in front.
surveying the surroundings. And they are immediately drawn to your attention.
I used my bonus action to
You
shield
got a
her
bonus
face.
section. Get the fuck out of here with that nonsense.
Okay.
Alright, and then they're gonna do shit a little later at the top of the round. So just keep that in mind.
That's my turn.
Okay, cool. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
I was gonna throw a d10. 8.
8. Lovely. That's actually very bad, so just keep that in mind. Give me 1 second, though.
Oh,
I was like, you have it, right?
I bet a giant boat could block the way.
Okay.
That though.
Right?
Rolled an 8, right? Yes. Okay, just want to make sure.
You're scaring me, Hunter. I want to just say for the record, I like this. I'm just scared.
You notice, as those spine devils are drawn to your attention,
have
so
some ideas,
too
but we don't know
do
where
you
it
see a number of people. There is this sort of like pen of a sort of piecemeal mortal people, all stripped of their clothes, all chained together, all looking at you with eyes in awe like their savior come to save them from hell. They start reaching out and screaming for aid as the devils right beside them begin to pull out whips and are beginning to beat them mercilessly open in this courtyard. Yeah, they're doing that, so they are going to be a gauntlet as you pass.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn?
Can I bonus action shield the face?
You can cry if you want to.
Raise my
Bonus
AC
action
by 2.
No, cool. Heidi's next. So Heidi sees this as well.
What did you use your bonus action for?
I didn't.
Oh. Why can't you shield of fate?
Because we are only using actions and movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Keeping
yeah.
it fast, fresh, and funky, my friends.
Yeah. Actually, with my action with Valenccya's action,
Yeah, I think you used your action to move the full.
I
85
did. You're
feet,
right. Never mind. I did. I went fully ahead. So that is Heidi's turn. Heidi will. Can I see an enemy within 120 feet?
Hell the fuck yeah! You
Uh,
can see all 4 of those Sprinagons. They are positioned at
Yeah.
the 4 corners of
Makes
this
sense. I'll wait
about
for it.
50-foot square courtyard.
Until the X-ray.
So I can see all of the Spriggans. Who else can I see?
You can see that pen. There's about 2 of those bearded devils that appear to be the people, the sort of wranglers of these mortals. There's also a stand just beyond that where people are bidding on mortal individuals that's adjacent to this pen.
Yeah.
You're viewing it from the back, essentially.
Can Heidi attack the Spriggan closest to the Sprinagon closest to like the entrance?
Yeah, you
if
got
that
your pick.
makes
You got
sense?
2 of them.
Yeah. Let's go with the one who looks like he has a family at home.
Okay.
Oh. 7 plus 6.
7 plus 6.
13.
You're right. That is a 13, and we all know math, and that does meet the AC.
Whenever I have to do math, I always just look into your eyes. I always just hope you would be answer.
His eyes just roll back in their head and you see the number displayed.
Yeah, I'm like,
And it's
I'll start
It is?
projecting the
Yeah,
number
okay.
on my eyes.
roll damage.
3d10s. 110. 210, 310. 10, 7.
Oh, I will also say,
9.
this courtyard is riddled with a lot of exits. On each side, depending on kind of where you are, I don't want to go through the minutia of telling you like exactly where all the exits are. But there's about like 1 to 2 entrances and exits on each of these areas. It's just buildings with alleyways kind of moving in a bunch of different directions, so you can take your pick of which direction to go into.
I think I've gone as far as we can go, and then Heidi can't move the broom, but 28 acid damage to that Sprinagon.
Eviscerated,
Yeah.
completely demolished.
Okay.
Actually, let me just double check. Yeah, completely
28,
gone.
okay.
100%. A pile of goo.
That is Heidi's turn.
Yes, roll a d20.
I'm tired of this. It scares me. 14!
Yay!
Ooh.
Nothing bad happened
I
except
like
for
when
those
it's
people
above.
who are pleading for you to save them. Okay, is that your turn and Heidi's turn?
Yeah.
That's okay,
Lovely.
Malik. He can't see you right
After that, those bearded devils, the 2 of which that are near you, are going to close the
Alright.
distance. You're in the air, right?
Yes.
Yep. I actually don't remember.
Can you
Yes.
specify
Yes.
how far in the air you were?
She was within reach of a 15-foot cone.
I was.
I took that as 5 feet in the air.
Sure. I'm
Maybe
okay
like
with
10 feet.
I'm okay with that. I don't think I was super high.
Talk amongst yourselves for a moment.
You know about like hobbies that we have and
Oh, great. I have reach too, so that's wonderful. Okay, so they're gonna try and hit you with their glaives. The first one is gonna go up first.
But this one goes first.
It's gonna swing that glaive at you. It's gonna roll a 20. Natural 20.
Ow.
Perfect. Love that.
The fuck? So, we
All
don't
of
even know
this
if
is
that first
happening.
thing is chasing anymore. Why are we still running?
Oh, there's other stuff now.
There's
because
other
of the
stuff now.
siren.
Dude, we don't even know where we're running.
Because
we're
we
just
just-
running.
We're
Honestly,
trying to get
we-
away.
Honestly,
Whatever
we
that
should have
means.
killed the barb devil, their first devil,
Yeah.
right off.
No, I'm just like, we don't even know what we're doing.
Okay, perfect.
Hopefully
So
God
that's
or
the
something.
first hit.
Okay.
I'm watching you. The second one is a natural 1, which is fucking hilarious.
That is really funny.
20 to 1.
It is. Okay, perfect. So the first one is going to hit you. It already did. Let me just. What the heck?
It
Sort of
works.
Mario Party.
It works.
Did
Suddenly we're all chibi form, like.
I know. Okay,
It's the chibi chase.
that is
Chibi
14,
chase.
15, 16, 17 points of slashing damage.
KK.
Yikes.
And then I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
I'm not looking that out of here. Get these away. Get these away. Oh no.
An 8.
It was a natural one.
It was a natural 1.
Oh,
An
no.
8 is an
Natural
8.
1. Okay, perfect.
Is that a con save?
As it slashes across
con
your
is
arm
+7.
and flank side, you
Ow.
feel this like
Ow.
wound that's deeper and hotter than most of the wounds you've taken from slashing weapons in the past. It's going to inflict an infernal wound on you, which is going to lower your maximum hit points. Well, is it actually?
Product Annie?
Wait. I'm gonna take away that inspiration.
Please, something safe.
Oh, also keep in mind you can take off one of these hazards with that inspiration at any point.
I know, I keep thinking about giving it to Heidi.
Okay, you can't do that.
Okay.
It's for you. It's for
Okay.
you alone. So you are going to lose a D10 of hit points, which is 8 hit points. And at the start of each of your turns, the wounded creature will deal another amount of hit points until that wound is healed. Second attack, though, misses, as we did with the natural 1. The other one is going to flank on the other side of you and begin to do the same sort of step.
Do I take the first 8 or is that the next?
No,
You
just
take that.
you just it's the D10 is not an additional damage. It's
So,
just damaging.
It's not reducing your maximum hit points, it's just taking that off. So it is 8 points of damage to you.
Okay, I'm just wondering if
It does
if
it right
take
away.
anything off. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The next one is a 14 to hit. Oh wait, I have advantage. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Just barely.
That's a 7, 8, 9, 10 points of slashing damage. The next one.
Don't you
You
have a
said
displacer?
10?
Oh, it doesn't matter for these hits.
10?
What
was
was it?
What was it? 10?
It was 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 points of slashing damage. And the next one is another natural 20,
Holy shit. Okay.
which is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9 points of slashing damage. I don't
Just a
think...
displacer cloak.
Are you wearing the displacer cloak?
Oh fuck.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh,
Shit! I'm so sorry.
Wait, is
I
that
forgot.
disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Until you get
I
hit.
totally
Until you're
forgot.
hit.
So
So
you
that
got hit
reduces
with the
the
natural
Yeah, you
20
get hit in the
first
natural in
roll.
the first roll. So
But
these
you
are all
would've had-
okay.
But you would have had
rolled it
disadvantage
on
on
the
that
first
roll.
attack.
I would have.
Well,
Yeah.
just roll the first attack again, and if you hit, then it all goes away. Anyways.
Oh.
Otherwise, it's undone.
Natural 20!
So everything's the same.
It's all the same.
We're both rolling really well today. This is interesting.
Oh my god.
Okay. I
Oh
totally
my God.
forgot I was fucking wearing that. You guys.
Okay,
I'm
So
sorry.
the other guy does still have advantage.
Well,
Okay.
everything's good because technically I rolled a disadvantage with 2 nat 20s.
Hit.
Because that's how this works. Okay, we're good.
Alright.
I think all the damage is dealt. I need to see if you can take more than one of these wounds at a time. I don't think you can.
That doesn't make sense. You definitely would.
You definitely can take multiple
Okay,
infernal
I need you to roll another con saving throw for me.
So you can get hit with 2 infernal wounds until they're healed. That is such a fucking problem.
Every round you lose hit points, by the way.
That's a 20.
20 saves. You only have 1 wound. Well, so is it every hit? It is every hit. I've only hit you 2 times. That's perfect. Awesome. They close the distance. That's great. You're not going to provoke an opportunity attack if you run, because we're in a chase. So keep that in mind. After their turn, it is Grudge's turn.
Chain Devil's dead?
The Chain Devil is behind you. You don't hear it pursuing you.
Oh, I was just 40 feet ahead of him.
Oh, yeah. You don't hear it pursuing you. It's doing other shit.
Fine.
Keep going.
I just imagine that box. It's like.
Oh, yeah, how about that? I will give you some sensory information.
Cool.
You hear that sound going off in the distance. If you want to roll an intelligence check, you can.
Intelligence. So that is a 21.
It is moving in the direction of that very, very busy street. You got a gap in front of you, Sweet Pea.
Yep. No, I know. I'm mathing.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
My
I'll drop that.
What direction is the river flowing?
It is flowing. What?
Is it
It is
flowing in
flowing-
the same
That was
direction
so
that
cute.
it looks like my friends are going?
No,
Or
you
is it
see,
flowing
it's
the
actually
other
the
way?
opposite. So it is. You see those dogs sort of
They did,
bobbing
they crushed.
downriver
Eating these
off to the
super
left.
gross
I'm
chips.
gonna go to the bathroom.
Oh, they're gross.
We're having
All
a
chips
really
are
good
gross.
time over here.
I saw that.
I'm having.
You lady and tramped for the
I think
chip.
you just made me rethink my whole life.
Wow, I'm so glad I could have such a profound impact on you. I hope you
We
realize
both
good
reached for
things.
his chip and we were like, our hands washed, and he looked at me and went, and it made him uncomfortable.
Oh, no.
I am so fine.
It was so cute.
So fine.
You're blushing.
We're in hell. This is so bad.
Sorry, the eye contact was too much. It was
We're gonna have to
painful.
separate you two next
No, I like this. Leave us alone. We're in bus. I like this buried.
Oh, God.
What was it?
Meter.
No,
New wiener.
New wiener.
New wiener.
What?
I'm so sleep
wiener?
tired,
Or-
drunk. I'm so sorry.
Peace
You
Nuanen.
tired drunk?
Pianin.
Oh no.
What's happening, Grudge? Ew!
Nuanen.
I hate it.
What's happening,
I
Grudge?
hate
What's
it.
going on? How you gonna get a straight and
We're gonna pianin them.
What's happening, Grudge?
Well, that alarm is going
Oh, my
off.
stomach
Not much they can do about.
Can you get across this river?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just deciding.
Try to hold it
I'm
together.
just trying to figure out what's the best method to do it. And does the alarm really matter at this point? Probably not.
I would say with that intelligence check, that creature is going to retrieve something bigger than himself.
Best not to meet it.
But I'll get further removed from the group if I do that.
keep going.
You want
What
to
is-
think or?
I was like, I don't know the relative order
I.
at this moment.
Grudge is at the absolute bottom.
Yeah, I'm the last in the
Not
order.
on an initiative in actual distance. Like, I
Grudge
don't.
is still on the other
I'm,
side.
I
I'm a long way from you guys.
Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
you can look back.
I'm still across the bridge. You guys are like 80 feet plus from me now.
Okay.
What you got, Grudge?
I thought he could cross the bridge, otherwise I would have gone that far.
You can't cross the bridge.
I
It's just
can.
not.
I'm just deciding
Sure.
what I should do. Man.
Mayfly's gonna mayfly.
I can also grab people if they're within 90 feet. I don't know how far you went, but I'm guessing it's longer than 90 feet.
He's gonna go get something bigger. I'm just gonna benign transposition across.
Okay.
So that takes my action, just teleports me 30 feet.
So
And then I am going to run 30 feet in the direction of my friends.
yeah, you're able to get into that courtyard. You see Nuanen being assailed by these two barb devils directly in front of you.
God damn
You
it.
also see just off to your right a hole next to like a manhole that seems to go into a deeper level of this sort of underbelly. It's a sewer system. I'm going to be blank and or straightforward and honest. It is an entryway to the sewers.
I love manholes.
Me too. All opposed? All in favor say aye.
The manholes have the vote.
Come on, let's get
The
inside
motion
that
passes.
manhole.
So just looking around, I see
Valenccya's in the air.
Guile and Amemnon way up in the air. Nuanen's getting attacked like 10 feet
Right in
off
front
the
of you.
ground.
Yeah.
Right in front of me.
On the ground.
Peter is ahead of her, but also just slightly higher.
Yeah, they're like over past this construction zone, moving down this alley on the other
Oh my
side.
god, fucking damn it. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Sounds good. Roll a d20.
That's a 6.
Yes.
You explode.
I love this. Okay.
Oh my god.
More hellhounds survive. Oh god.
I'm so sorry.
You hear the yipping and yapping?
No.
More hellhounds behind me.
They're crawling out of the river. They're a little dumb.
Coming out of the sewer.
No! Behind where these barbed devils were, down that street.
they have to all-
More of them.
So they're like 70 feet away.
Yeah, it was like 2 packs. And these were the stragglers sort of making their way over. It was 2 of them.
This is B team.
And they're closing the distance, looking at you like meat. I'm so sorry.
I don't want to spend another spell.
To be fair, you are meat.
Aren't we all?
Is that your turn?
I mean, yeah, that was the D20 roll.
Nice.
We're good.
All right, we're back up to
Gucci.
the top of the round. To anyone who is able to be hidden, you may attempt to hide now.
I mean,
None of
can I
us.
technically get it?
I will say that you
There's a group
and
groups that I can hide in.
you may make those checks with disadvantage.
You know what?
Are you actively being attacked? You are being attacked. You're gonna fail automatically.
funsies.
You haven't tipped off those barb devils just yet, so there's a chance they won't notice you. But there are dogs heading right in your direction.
Sorry. We were playing footsie too, I'm sorry.
I'm just thinking it's
You're
a
in
cat
the
every
air.
time.
You can. You're in the air, and you also just got looked at by 4 different creatures.
Can I like?
I will say Peter, Amemnon, and Guile may hide if they would like to.
They're flying too.
Yeah, you are. This is the benefit and the drawback to flying over all your problems.
What is this?
I just thought that was
The
you,
giant
and-
bat-like creature.
They can smell me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say maybe not a lot of people can hide yet.
I can hide.
You can, yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Perfect.
Disadvantage?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool.
You smell like a wizard.
A lizard?
8.
What's a wizard smell like?
Actually,
Tea and
whoops.
ink and
Actually,
parchment?
hang on. Let me double check.
Actually, that sounds great.
I should have deleted the Hellhound
Nice.
stat
For the
block.
barn, no.
Be nice to all.
Yeah.
I can
What's
grab
a
it.
wizard smell like? A
Got
Barnes
it.
and Noble.
Whenever you're talking to them, you just gotta poop. You don't know what it is.
What? I have never sat in a Barnes and Noble.
That's this layer of hell.
I just remember
Shitting in a Barnes and Noble, just shitting in a Barnes and Noble. Shitting in a Barnes and Noble, spending my afternoon in a
Oh, you're
Barnes
a
and
giant
Noble.
cliche right now.
Sponsor us.
Okay,
a real
sounds
thing.
good.
It's a real-
Their passive perception is 11, so they do see you.
No.
It fucking deed. Alright, up at the top of the round, I'm gonna say stuff happens. Nuanen, you're up first.
Okay.
Oh, top of the round, actually. Ooh, let me just double check something real quick.
Is this a layer?
Top of the round, you all start to hear on the sort of building tops above you these weird sort of like
Ambulances.
sirens
A wambulance.
begin to start cascading out from the impact point of where that chain devil went. So there's that.
They have a network.
You're up.
Ah.
What you doing, Warren? Oh shit!
What are we gonna do?
You got these barb devils in front of you. There's a sewer opening right next to you. Grudj is locking eyes with some mean-ass dogs that just obliterated the shit out of you and your friends. You got a whole construction site to clear before you even get to people, and you have choices to make. What's going on?
Holy shit. So if I move, do they get opportunity?
You're in a
No?
chase.
Okay.
Yeah, no, they're
You
involved.
grab. What does the infernal wound do?
Oh yeah, at the start of your turn, you're gonna need to take some damage.
No.
Let me
I
just
just-
conduct that quick. You got
I just
2 of
wanted
those
to know if it
fuckers, right?
remains-
Wait,
One.
one of them? Just
One.
one.
Just
Yep, just
one,
one. That's
please.
5 hit points of damage to you. 5 hit points as the searing pain from that wound needs to be cleansed.
You just live your life with it. A full life, just constantly taking
What you
damage.
doing, Nua babies? I'm gonna need to know. I need to know. Can you even tell me What the hell are you gonna do right now? What's going on?
Okay, so I look ahead of me, and they're all they're really. Are you guys really far ahead?
I think
think they're about-
I'm farthest.
And
Yeah,
they're
they're about
flying
like 60
to-
feet away from you.
Minimum.
Like wrecking ball construction zone.
Yes. Two of those
Huh?
construction zones were two of those wrecking balls were taken out by a lightning bolt that you had seen Amemnon cast in. There is a sewer right next to you. There is also the alleyway behind you where those dogs are coming from, which you haven't really looked at just yet. But it's all kind of a whirlwind.
Okay, and I turn and look, and how close is Grudj to me?
He's about 10 feet away.
I just.
Grab my cloud.
You will have enough, I will say, you do have enough movement if you wanted to drag Grudj into that sewer.
That's kind of what I was thinking, to be honest, but I'm like, God dang it. That's what I'm gonna do. Sure, yeah. I'm gonna grab Grudj, and we're going down the manhole.
Wait, where the fuck are we going?
Sounds good. Love that.
Be like,
Perfect. You're flying. You are grabbed by the scruff of your clothes, hoisted, and you immediately go down this manhole. It is dark, oppressive, and hot. There is a steam to this place, and that steam smells like shit.
Infernal shit.
I've got an infernal wound, and I jumped down a sewer.
Into
You're
infernal
gonna
shit.
get an
Yes,
infernal affection.
you are.
Real smart.
Okay.
Oh no, it's gonna look like Peter's tattoo.
Perfect.
Oh, don't even joke about that.
Peter's tattoo is a little different now, though.
Nobody
seen
knows
it
that.
yet.
I've seen it.
I've seen
Nobody
it.
knows.
No, you haven't. He was covered in towel.
There's
No,
an eye on
you
it.
definitely saw
I've
it.
seen
Oh.
it.
You pointed it out, and then I looked at it. and
Before
then
you,
proceeded
in the
to run away.
darkness, this dim light, you can see in front of you a very narrow 5-foot tube that goes all the way down. There are 3 points along this 60-foot length. 2 off to the right-hand side, or left-hand side, 1 off to the right-hand side, evenly spaced about 20 feet apart like it was in the first sort of alley that you had gone through.
Like turn-offs, you mean?
Yes, they lead to different areas,
Sure,
and it
okay.
is largely uninhabited. It appears quiet, too quiet.
Sewer gate quiet.
How
So,
far away are we?
How
from
much movement do you think I used?
one of the turnouts for 20 feet?
Mhm.
Okay.
How much movement do you think I used to do that? It
I
was
would
10 feet
say
to grab
you
Grudj.
have to do half your movement. Do you want to use your action to give yourself extra movement?
It depends on if I needed the action to grab him or not, or
No.
I'm trying to figure out what I've used.
You
to
could
do
use your
what we
full
just
movement
did.
and your dash if you want to mark off your dash.
How many just pretty much
I would say more movement.
It's
is
all
better.
happening too fast to
More
talk,
movement
so I'm
is
like,
better in this situation.
Let's just close the.
That's another thing. You could use your action to try and close
Oh.
the manhole.
that's maybe a good idea.
You want to do that?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
do
need a
that.
strength check from you. Or athletics if you'd like to do that.
Do we get another stealth check just to make that happen without being noticed?
I'll say you can do it at the end of the round because you're in a place that's not happening.
Okay.
A little beanie break for Lady Day.
She's so happy. 23?
23.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sorry,
this,
math.
this pentagonal iron covering, you're able to hoist that thing over, and it slams into place. That thing is about 60 pounds and is flush with the ground. It is sealed away. You are in the quiet of a Dispater sewer system. All right, since we've effectively split the party, I need you to roll a d20 for me.
What'd you roll?
14?
Perfect. We're gonna get to both of you after we've resolved this chase.
No. Go back to the theater chain. Drama.
Alright. After Nuanen, the 3 Sprinagons are going to fly. The 3 that are alive, the one off to your right and the
Can you
2
go play
just
with
across,
beans
are going to begin to move down those alleyways, and they're going to start screeching and scrawling for other creatures to start joining the fray. I'm going to say, off to your right, there's an alleyway closest to you that the first one went down. I'm going to need attention, y'all, particularly you. The other two, eyes on me, eyes on the prize. Don't listen. She's not giving you any information, okay? Nope. Right here.
I have my eyes
Right
on
here. Perfect. The other two Sprinagons are going to, the one off to the left on the far side of the courtyard is going to make its way down an alleyway just in that corner. The other one is going to turn tail, pass under a booth, and through an alleyway off to the right. Not that this really matters, but they are going to begin to alert bigger creatures to your guys' attention. That is what they are going to do. However, Guile can't see this, as it's Guile's turn. Eli is gone. Elijah!
Your turn, please.
Guile's
Come and play
up.
the D&D now.
Guy is going.
60 feet. There's about, I will say, 25 feet to the marketplace that Valenccya has broken into. The Sprinagons in the market are going to alert bigger creatures, but there is a cacophony of places
How
to
many
hide.
Sprinagons are there?
There are 3 left, and they just left before she can even enter. As their turn was
Heidi
before
got
hers.
one.
Oh, they're gone already.
They are.
Okay.
You hear them chittering and chattering down the streets.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh shit, indeed.
Come on. Come on now.
So it's a cacophony of a
It's a market.
marketplace?
Yeah, it's a whole
Cool.
big busy market full of mortals and devils and creatures of all ages and sizes. Not all ages.
So
Very mature people.
she is going to fly down to a hidden corner.
Okay.
She is then going to.
She's at street level. She's walking amongst the people.
Yep, she's going to alter self
Ooh, as an action. Love it.
as an action.
What's she taking on the form of?
She is going to take the form of a spine devil.
Perfect.
And just begin mingling with the crowd while trying to keep an eye on her party members. Just trying to get herself out of.
Sounds good. I will say she
Line
gets
of
advantage on that that hide. I'll say she can take it right now.
Sounds good.
Can alter self make you taller?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah. It's like a foot.
Unless somebody tries to touch your head. Yeah.
No, alter self is physical.
Heidi has that.
Oh, it is.
I do not.
So she's gonna alter self into a spine devil. She gets.
You shouldn't be able to see through it either, because it's not necessarily illusion.
15.
15. Something.
Things are going so good.
Things are doing so well.
Things are going so good. Things are going so well.
Yeah.
Alright, is that her turn?
Low-fi beats
Yes.
for when you're in
Perfect.
Yeah, because she can't message because that's an action. Yeah, that's it. That's all she got.
That's okay. Amemnon is up. Amemnon is going to follow a similar trajectory. He is going to go see that Guile is going, try to locate her in the crowd as she just went in. Stuff is going to happen. He is going to...
Ooh, I need to roll a d20 for what happens, right?
Oh, for Guile.
For Guile.
Oh yeah,
End
absolutely.
of turn.
It's a 10.
10. She sees a number of creatures that are going to bump into her as she's doing this. That whole sort of off to the left-hand side begins to close as a crowd is starting to gather around this auction.
Sure.
There is a creature, a humanoid individual that is brought out, and you hear an infernal, because Guile can, the auction number 3586 of celestial blood brought from the lands of Amn. And you see before you sort of a pale, green-skinned Aasimar, chained and bound, who is up for auction as an immense crowd begins to be drawn. To avoid this, she has to move to the left, and it brings her down the sort of corridor off to the left, and I will see exactly what she sees. Same, sort of that same marketplace in echoed on this side of a threshold of buildings.
Sure.
At the center is a blackened iron fountain. A creature, a devil, with horns twisting upward and scales in hand, almost weighing these small sculptures of humans as they drop into the fountain, and water burbles this red blood down into it. Looking around the periphery, it's pretty empty, but you can see a doorway just off to the in front of her. That doorway is brass and black, and it has a handle, like a hand.
What are you looking for that?
Is that what we're looking for?
We were looking for that.
I don't know, check your notes.
Don't think we were looking for that. I remember that.
I do remember the brass hand.
I do remember a brass hand. Yeah, that's the end
All
of
you
the
have written
turn.
down is hell
However,
wasp nest.
Guile is gone. Memnon cannot find her. He failed his perception check.
Ooh, and she can't message. Yep. Nope, that's fine.
He moves into the crowd. He's going to attempt to conceal himself as well. Natural 20.
Nice.
He slips through the crowd and is going to start trying to avoid being seen. You see both of them. I'll say with your passive, the only person you lose track of is a Memnon through that crowd.
Okay.
That begins to
I
form
can see
around
where
this-
Guile-
Yeah, around this Asimar.
Okay.
Also, I will say that the attention that this creature is drawing is starting to detract from the attention of those people that are seeing you. The only eyes that are on you are those mortals in that cage. However, after Memnon and Guile, it is Peter and Val. I believe Peter was going first,
Peter
right?
is going first. Peter always goes
I look back. Am I being followed?
You're in the construction site, right?
Yeah.
Not that you can see.
No Nuanen, no Grudj. They just didn't make it around that corner.
What do you want me to say?
What's Peter gonna do?
I look up. I look at Valenccya, and I'm just like, "You look like you're going back."
I'm gonna say that the chase is too fast. I'm gonna need you to make decisions.
Okay. I fly 30 feet back. Can I
To
see
that
anything?
courtyard. 30 feet? No. You see that. Give me a little perception check just to kind of pick up on
Percepi.
some of the small details.
Seeing
Give a-
where we came from.
Yes.
Seeing if
Give a
we followed.
Percepi. Let's see it. Come on. What you got?
18.
Yeah, easy enough. That manhole that was open is now closed. The barb devils are starting to move in that direction, and you can see nobody in this courtyard.
How far is it?
The manhole, it's about 20 feet from where you are.
Run, Peter, run. We got these two. Not that.
I can't hear you.
Actually, you know what? Would you two leave the table?
Yeah.
Just for this period. Yep.
No worry. I'll just.
I'll call you back.
You can,
You
you
can-
can go outside.
Oh, Guile's actually, she's got her stuff.
Okay, cool.
I got it.
Because the only thing I was gonna say is she would message to somebody to try and gather everybody together.
Go join the beans outside
We're
for
gonna
a
go play
little.
with Bean. I'm gonna
Do I
So-
need shoes?
If
Hi.
you want shoes. That's you.
That might be fun.
Okay, shoes.
I'm gonna message,
No, my shoes are over there. It's fine.
and I'm gonna use the cipher that we agreed upon.
Sounds good. I need you to make a stealth check, and I need you to select the 12 words you'd like to convey.
Natural 1 for stealth check,
It's not great.
Motherfucker.
and I am going to message Nuanen.
But you don't know where she.
I know that she's in the manhole.
Yeah, you could assume. I would say with that check that you had gotten for perception, for sure.
I message.
Also, there's a trail of blood, too.
Oh. I say, are you alright? Do you need help? Should I continue running? I don't know, that was close. That was it? That was all of them?
You got 2 more, I think.
Please reply.
Okay. It's gonna have to wait until her turn to reply. She's up at the top of the round, which is not crazy. There are 2 hellhounds that are coming towards the barbed devils, or bearded devils that are over there. And the bearded devils are going to get a bit of a perception check if you don't move. So what are you doing for the rest of your turn?
I don't have any more turns.
No movement?
I used 30.
30. And you're in the air?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
About 25 feet in the air.
No place to hide?
No, I don't think so.
Sounds good. Alright. Valenccya. Yeah.
So describe again what I see in the air on the broom, hiding in front of me. I clocked where Amemnon headed off to. I saw Guile.
No, you did not. You clocked Guile.
I clocked Guile.
Amemnon is kind of in the crowd right now,
Okay.
moving around.
I'm gonna take after Amemnon's lead, looking to Heidi, and I'm gonna try to submerge us.
All of these creatures that are begging for your attention have eyes locked on you.
I say under my breath, although none of them can hear me, I'm so sorry, and I have to pull us out of here. There's nothing I can do. As
A little wisdom save.
a wisdom? Okay. I don't like that, but I can. What do you want me to beat?
I'm not gonna tell you that.
I don't like that! 30-20.
What are you doing?
That's all I get. Okay, as I... The pen they're being kept in isn't any sort of...
Be cold.
We banished you guys to the
Really need coats.
Yeah,
Also,
you guys
we're
can
gonna
hang
need
out
y'all
in the
together.
bedroom. Yeah, you guys can hang
Oh, we
out.
can just hang out in the bedroom.
Yeah, you guys can hang out. It's warmer in there.
I'm gonna do that instead.
Is the pen they're being kept in wooden?
No, it's iron.
Flammable? No, it's iron.
It's a cage.
Yeah, I can't rip apart iron.
So
bars.
it's a giant pen. It is enclosed fully, so it's like built into this area. It's almost like they're led in there like for this auction hall. There is a front-facing double door that has this sort of wickedly wrapped iron chain around it with 3 different padlocks.
The chain is secured by 3 padlocks,
Yes.
so like if the
3
chain
different
broke, the 3 would fall off.
If you ripped one of them off, it would still be held by 2.
I don't know what I can do about that. I'm a girl on a broom with a halfling nearby.
What are you doing?
I will zip us away from there using 50 movement.
Okay, where are you going?
Lower to the ground, and if I can, I will throw like the cloak around Heidi.
Oh, mind you, your passive perception was higher than
23.
Guile's.
Yeah.
You noticed her move through the crowd, be forced around the corner, and then off in that direction.
I head towards Guile.
Okay,
Then
sounds
with
good.
my passive, because I know I'm not trying to split the group, and as I head towards Guile, I think I'll just use my action and look back for Peter,
You're not hiding, right?
Peter and/or Nuanen. I am not. I'm also
So you don't need to use
2
your
figures
action.
on a broom.
If you look back in the direction towards where Peter and Nuanen was, Nuanen is nowhere to be found. Across that construction courtyard, you see Peter. He is 5 feet up in the air, sort of 25 feet up in the air, looking around out in the open.
And I like make brief
Back.
eye contact with you, and I'm like,
He's turned away from you.
okay. I stare at your back, and I really hope that I will see your front again. And I take off after.
So I
Guile.
don't notice her leave.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I go after Guile along with Heidi.
Perfect.
So I don't think I do anything
No, but I will say your passive perception, you notice that same door. Brass and black, it's sort of wooden with these brass pieces across it, and that hand for a doorknob.
I instantly have. So I follow Guile. 50 feet of movement will get me within.
Oh yeah, she's a spine devil right now, and she's one of the only people in this courtyard.
Great. Here's my D20 roll for Val, because it's after Val's turn.
Yes.
To take Heidi's turn. 13.
13, that's safe.
Right above.
Yes.
Heidi will cast message
Yes.
in
To
the
whom?
Peter. She'll cast in his direction. She'll use the cipher, and she'll say,
Roll a stealth check for me.
as Heidi.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Nat 20 for 22.
Hell fucking yeah!
That's pretty
That's
good.
a conflict
That's
for
a
yo.
Okay, so do I get more than 12?
I'll give you an extra 5. 17.
Okay.
She's able to do some clever wordplay.
Yeah, I think so. Door located. Val Guile with meet up, and then
Where is it?
I Ruby am having trouble with this, but like left corridor,
Market.
20 feet marketplace
Perfect.
entrance. Yeah, as concise I can with the location.
20 feet marketplace.
Yeah, and I will. That's an action to message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
And she has no movement because she's on the broom, unless
No.
she'd like to pop off right now.
No, I'll keep her on the broom. I think I glide us down to no longer look like a flying set of people. If anything, I'm going for like a walking person hovering. Like I'm pulling the broom to like 5 feet off the ground and almost wanting us just to blend in with.
Okay.
That's our turn. Heidi's
Perfect.
turn. My turn.
Roll a d20.
Roll for Heidi.
For Heidi.
12.
12. Yep, that makes sense. Perfect. The only thing really going on right now is whether or not those devils
Petey.
see you.
Well, Petey gets the message from.
You do. You hear in
At the
your ears
door.
that same message that they've located the door with that hand on the left-hand side, 20 feet from the marketplace.
Okay.
The barbed devils begin to move towards...
Not the Guile bar.
Or the bearded devils, sorry. The bearded devils begin to move towards that that sewer and are starting to use their glaives to try and pry it open. They go and slam it open, and they start to move down into the sewer. That's what they do. Okay. I'm gonna say, at the end of this round, anyone who has not rolled a stealth check to survive of this group may do so.
I have
I'm out the
nothing
movement,
now.
so-
I will reach down to the ground and grab some of the filthy yucky.
Okay. Actually, this courtyard is pretty clean. I will say it's nice because of the fountain. It's an area that's supposed to be kind of kept nice. But I will say there are corridors and areas to hide. If you wanted to just roll a general stealth check, no advantage, no disadvantage, you may absolutely do so.
If I'm gonna say this.
This is to lose whoever is on your team.
Preemptively, if I muff this up, I'm using my inspiration point that I've been holding on to. I rolled a 4. May I please?
Yes. Wait, this is not for a complication. This is just
No,
for
but
stealth.
I just have an inspiration point.
Oh
I can
yeah,
hang
roll
on
that.
to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please,
Do it.
please let
no,
me.
that's
I
fine. Sorry, I was crazy.
Okay, 7 plus. That's not better than. It's not better than 4. But it's better than 4. 14.
14. Sounds good. All right.
I just slide down against the wall. Like, this'll do it if I sit on the floor.
So, the last thread of this situation is Peter. You see those bearded devils disappear into the sewer. The dogs, with no one really in sight, take up towards that bridge and begin to sort of move off into a distance. There's nobody really in the visible area that you can see. What are you doing?
So the encounter between Nuanen and Grudj and the two barbed devils, that's not happening right now?
It is,
Finch
but
just went
it's a
in there
separate
after 'em.
thing. So if you want to join that, you can join it.
That choice
That
now.
sewer is open for you to go down into.
Okay. Have I gotten an inkling of hierarchies?
I'm gonna need to switch the guard here. Actually,
You want me to leave?
bring back Amber.
Because my decision, I'd like to think about it, and what sort of devil would be higher up than the barbed devils in a way to give them commands?
I need you to roll a nature check.
Nature check? Okay.
What is happening?
Sit
I'm so
down.
excited.
Nuanen, in your ears, you hear a message from Peter. It says, "Are you all right? Do you need help? Should I keep running?" You have a moment to respond.
The last thing I said was please respond. Because I had a couple.
Oh yeah, please respond.
Okay. Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you
all right? Do you need help? Should I keep running? Please respond. You got 12 words.
Keep running.
While you're responding, you hear the grate.
Yeah, you hear a
being ripped
scraping
open.
of metal and the grate breaking open as light peers into that darkness, and those bearded devils begin to look down at you as they shove this thing off.
I say, keep going. I'm fine. We're in the sewers.
You hear that?
And that's it.
What are you doing?
I'm also watching the devils go into the sewers.
Yeah. Okay, here's
I would
the
like
question. Do you want to join this chase, or do you want to keep with the other chase?
Well, at this point, I'm closer to Nuanen's chase.
So that's the question.
I
Are you
mean-
joining it, or are you... Which one are you doing?
I mean, when she responds,
Mhm.
does she sound okay?
I'd say yeah. Like, I meant it. I was like, keep going. We're in the sewers.
I want to know if you sound alright.
I don't know how to answer that because I believe I am sick. I mean it. I meant it. And I'm
Okay.
like, I'm okay. Keep going. We're in the sewers.
I kind of look back at the way I came from and look at how close the sewer is.
Oh, I still have a couple more words. I could say we'll catch up.
Oh, you only had 12 words.
Oh shit. Well, I know I didn't use
This
them all.
depends on if you want to use the cipher or not, that we had discussed, to keep
Oh,
your
right.
messages concealed.
I do think I only doesn't matter. Yeah.
Well, the thing is I'm like 20 feet away from the grate.
I need a choice from you.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not. I was like, if you're
This was the message you
if you're
heard.
metagaming
Okay.
to me, I'm not responding.
No,
not-
I'm already so close to you. So it's like, why would I go all the way across to where our other people are?
This is your choice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna make that nature check. And then decide.
Okay.
If I don't know anything about devils, I'm gonna run. Okay, my nature check is a 25.
A 25?
Damn.
There are a bunch of devils that are higher in rank than bearded devils. Bearded devils are generally fodder, but one that you just ran into and is fresh in your mind is a chain devil.
I'm gonna do it. I cast Alter Self
As an action.
as an action.
What's it gonna look like? Mind you, you saw this chain devil that was running away with the box that was alerting other people. and you saw how it looked before it left.
Okay, I'm going to get close to the ground, right next to the grate.
Yeah.
So I use 20 feet of movement. I'm standing right outside the grate, and I reach into my bag, and I pull out this like, it's like a green goo, and I'm like, this stuff always tastes so bad, and I drink it, and I begin to grow in size to match the size of the devil, and this is alter self. I'm going to look like the chain devil.
Perfect.
Which they look terrible.
They do.
They look so terrible. And then I hop down into the sewer.
Splash into the ground, or into the waters beneath. The two bearded devils turn to look at you and are immediately struck by your presence.
Do I have time to do any other stuff in this moment, or do I
I'm
have
gonna
to wait?
say at this point you have joined their chase. I need to conclude the other chase before I can move forward with this. I need both of you to leave the table, bring back Valenccya, and actually, you know what? I know
It's
what
just
Guile's
Valenccya.
gonna do. So
Just
I got this.
just Ruby?
Just Ruby.
Okay.
Wait, what? Just me? I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay, I love this. This is so fun for us.
Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
You know, we never get alone time.
Okay, you messaged to Peter, right? Or who messaged
Heidi.
to Peter? Heidi messaged to Peter.
Yep. And I would leave Heidi on the broom with me.
Sounds good. Oh god, I need to go. This is so dumb.
See people?
Well, I need to ask to see if Peter has a response.
Oh, right. I forgot. Petey Petey.
I forgot. You had a message from Heidi, so you need to come back for a second.
Okay. How do we make this? Oh, Beans.
Being so excited.
Bean doesn't understand.
Give me a fresh reminder of what Heidi said. Oh yeah, she gave the location of the market.
Yep, a vague approximation
I
of...
essentially need, if you are going to respond, a response from you.
Yeah. What is Heidi here? 17
I
back.
respond really close. Nuanen Grudj. Going sewer. Try meet soon. Still devils. That's it. That's all I got.
Roll a stealth check.
Natural one.
Give me that fucking dice, right?
Those are the pretty ones I bought, too. Okay,
Oh my
leave the
God.
table.
Okay.
Heidi
I'm
hears this
gonna cry.
response. Guile, first and foremost, you see her eyes flash that blue with an arcane energy as she begins to scribble out a message quickly before breaking to the other side, letting her alter self drop. As she approaches that black door with brass accents, you see this scrawling script appear like white,
in the air?
like white hot ink across it. That says, from your distance, you can kind of make out most
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Also, you're very perceptive.
Yeah, and I'll get a little closer if I peep like, oh, but writing's
Without peek-
beginning.
Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Sure, I can read over her shoulder. Eve's peeping.
It says in plain script across the top, "Mortal's last stand."
Okay.
Underneath that, there's some very small script. You can't make out the
Okay.
exact.
That's
stuff
probably
of.
fine.
You see Guile grab the hand of brass. It flares up with this white hot heat, and you hear her sort of as she's singed before turning it, and the door opens. She finds herself leaving through and into the space beyond. That's her turn.
Okay. I go before.
After her, a Memnon comes. he begins to sort of close to the ground, coast around that side, like bringing with him a wind as he passes you by. He looks at you, looks at the door, says, "This way," and moves before doing the exact same action, wincing just a bit before opening the door and flying through.
Okay.
After him, it is you. And
I look down at Heidi.
she says,
I shrug. I look back over my shoulder for a moment, longing to see my friends like barreling down the corridor. And as that moment passes, I, without leaving the broom, just like on the broom, like, and take
Okay,
Heidi and
first,
I through the door.
before you enter, you can see the full text beyond you, or before you. Mortal's last stand. Rules for entry. Those who enter must not be guilty of infernal crime now. No one must be harmed while within these walls. Divining to any degree on these under protection is strictly prohibited. Mortal blood must seal the steel.
I go to grab the door, and I look at Heidi.
You touch the handle.
I look at Heidi.
She looks, her eyes full of like press. And
And I decline to open the door. And I think Heidi looks back at me and is like, and Heidi will place her hand on the door and open it for us.
Sounds good. As you do, you see it flare up with this white hot heat, and her hand is singed. And you can see now that she approaches it, there's this symbol in the palm of that brass hand. And as she grabs it, it is branded into her hand. She opens it, jumps off, and passes through, saying, "We need to do it, just agree," as she shuts the door behind her.
Wait, she's not letting me in as well?
It's one person at a time.
Okay. We like don't have a non-celestial hand. So
Mortal hand.
A mortal hand. Okay.
You're a mortal.
Mortal. Okay. Yeah, I grab it with my gauntlets. My metal hands. And it hurts probably nonetheless.
As you grab it with your gauntlets, you feel that heat almost like pass straight through, cutting like a white hot brand to your skin. It is searing pain. You take 2 points of fire damage as you agree to these terms, and with a solid click of that doorknob, the door opens for you. As you pass through that darkened threshold, I will get to that description later.
Can I please just go now?
Yes. Shutting the door behind you.
Send them all back.
The next team is up.
Are you leaving?
Bye.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's my tummy.
All right.
Goodness.
Go that way.
Would you like to come in? I can leave the door open and just not listen.
I'm gonna close this if that's alright.
That is alright.
I'm cold.
Okay, let me make sure of a couple things. So, first, Eli. You're ready. Oh, is he in the bathroom?
I think so.
Never mind, you do your business.
Roll from in there. No.
Before we get into your turn, Nuanen, these bearded devils, the two of them, drop into this sewer.
Oh, okay.
They begin to move forward towards you, and are unable to get off an action as they had to lift that grate to get it off beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
You see there's two of them directly in front of you, no other creatures. What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab Grudj and I'm gonna run down start sloshing, running down this, because you said it's just a cramp. It's just
I will say, if you choose not to fly, it will be quarter movement, and it's difficult terrain to move through this water.
Is there enough room to fly?
I will say.
Oh, hell yeah, okay, I'm gonna put my...
You don't have big wings.
It's narrow, but it does go up to about 6 or 7
Yeah.
feet, so you can
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hold on, Mayfly, and I wrap my arm around his waist and I grab him and we fly.
With half movement, because of him, you're able to go 40 feet down that hallway. You pass by one of the entryways off to the right.
Mm-hmm.
You see this really narrow maze in a similar way to the one that you had noticed of moving things. There's different currents of water. One is sort of flooding out into the one that you're going into as like it's approaching you, and it looks like it's pretty quick. It's being fueled by other movements of water, sewage, that is pouring into this area. Going down this way would require you to sort of like move around different directions of water, either aiding you by giving you double movement or hindering you by having the movement you have.
Well, but I'm flying though, so the
You
water
are.
wouldn't touch or speed me up or slow me down, would it?
It wouldn't if the ceiling didn't sort of drop.
Ah,
These are tubes. This one,
sure.
it's sort of meant to be a little bit more of like
Okay.
a funneling system than it is to be just an open waterway.
Sure. But that's the end of my turn though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that was with the double dash,
with
the
your double
40,
dash.
that's,
Yes.
I think you gotta take damage.
Oh yeah, you absolutely do. At the start of your turn. 2.
Okay.
All right. After you, Nuanen, it is going to be. Oh my God, Peter. So, you both hear another body drop down and splash into that into the sewer that you had just gotten into. And as you're contemplating this direction, you look back and you see the form of that same chain devil
Son of a bitch.
that you had met originally. Started this whole mess. And his intimidating presence seems to draw the attention of these bearded devils as they're looking on this creature with awe. Okay. What are you doing, Peter?
I pause for a moment, contemplating,
You can see your friends looking at you from that direction.
and I look down at the bearded devils, and I've been flying around hell for a little bit. Have I been able to read any locations along the way?
What do you mean?
Like, if I was like flying through a courtyard and like saw the names of buildings, or like I'm trying to think if like I could convincingly tell them a location.
Yeah, roll a little intelligence check to recover some names.
Because I kind of want to sound like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that was perfect. Okay, 21.
21. There was this old edifice with sort of Corinthian columns that you had passed by for a split second directly across from you when you had turned tail to run originally. Were given just enough time as you were opening your coat to look at your surroundings to notice in Infernal this beautiful carved script, almost like an Infernal Latin, across its face. It said Vaults of Mammon's Pride in beautiful script across it and looked like a bank.
That sounds like the perfect place for people that would be doing no good to go. So, I look at both the bearded devils and I go, We have new intel that they're going to the vaults of Mammon's Pride. And I need you to go there and cut off the sewer entrances, and I will follow them there.
Okay. Roll a deception check with advantage. Also, Nuanen. At the end of your turn, I need you to roll a d20.
Oh, I forgot.
I did too.
16.
Perfect.
Here,
That's fine.
the ketchup tray.
2 and 14.
Yeah, and I'll give it a little intelligence boost.
What is
So it's a 14 minus 1 plus 5, so 18.
18. They both look at you, and as their turn lands before Grudge's turn, they're able to make their action. They look at you and say, "Get them then!" And then they move back in the direction that is in opposition to where you guys were headed, down the sewer system into the darkness.
And then I started using my movement to follow.
Cool.
Perfect. You see a
Chain Devil chasing me.
Yes.
He looks just like the
Ooh,
Chain
you
Devil
told me quick,
previously.
Yes, exactly
Cool.
the same.
Awesome. Can I tell that this is Peter?
I rolled a 9.
For what? Oh.
The answer is probably not.
So
I'm good at
alter
describing.
self, I don't think it makes you look exactly like the thing, right?
Yep.
And is there like words in it about like deception checks and things? Because
The
it's
only-
not illusory.
Well, it's not illusory, but I still have to like act.
It's like,
Like the
Play-Doh
devil.
chains.
Cool. So the deception, your deception check
your
was an
deception
18?
roll was an 18. Please use a
My
freebie of insight
Cool.
to get that. You rolled a 9.
Nope. I rolled a 17.
You step on, as you're moving towards them, some slick shit and fall on your ass into the sewer water. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
And you hear as you do so, ha! Idiot! And I will use the folding boat second word to make it into a 24-foot boat to block off the sewer system behind us.
That sounds great. I love that.
21 for con save.
Sounds good. Yeah, you are able to get your breath before you take in any disgusting refuse. We'll see if you get sick later.
See if any of my wounds get infected.
Exactly. Okay, great. Perfect. I'm gonna say that I need all of you at the end of this round to make just a general stealth check.
Okay.
With advantage.
I got a quick question. What happens to all the excess water that you just blocked?
Well, we're traveling with the flow of water, so
Alright.
it would build up behind us, I would imagine.
Was it with the flow?
Huh?
Were you traveling with the flow?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I love how the idea that it's just gonna like get so high that the sewer, like the open sewer grate you guys went through, is just gonna start bubbling with shit
Oozing.
Oh,
Yeah.
onto the street.
Was that? I'm in scuba gear. Does that help?
You have Submariner on right now?
Yeah, it's been on because
Oh yeah, that's fine.
because it's like air conditioned.
You wouldn't
air.
have even had to
Okay.
do the check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Sounds good. Stealth check. It's advantage.
Stealth check?
Stealth check.
22.
Perfect.
Oh, with advantage. Well, I rolled
Yeah.
a 19. It's fine.
See if you crit.
No.
19.
19. I will say that your group, in the relative silence of this sort of slowly, languidly moving sewer system, are for now not seen by anybody. As you process, though, you are lost in the underbelly of the city of Dis. the horrors that are waiting for you beyond, you have no comprehension of. I think with that, we're going to go over some objectives. What's the goal as you move forward?
Well, I do have sending, so I can try to message to Heidi.
I'd say to find the others or to get out of the
I
sewers.
agree. We can't stay in the sewers for sure.
No.
Sounds good.
We're trying to get out of the sewers.
Are we going to consider the predicament?
I
that
need
is
someone who's
the
going to
blocked
lead
tunnel?
this. Make a survival check for me. That's up to you.
I mean, I'm currently
I'm gonna
just
say that's-
underwater in a damned sewer.
Oh, no. It's on behind you. He knew it was you.
No, I
No,
rolled
he
a
didn't.
17. He rolled an 18.
Oh!
He's trapped on the other side.
God, I didn't understand that. See, you gotta tell me the result.
I said 17!
No, you didn't, because I didn't
I
hear it.
heard it.
Okay, this makes a lot more problems.
I am wondering. So,
Oh,
here's the thing.
yeah.
I know the command word for the boat.
Oh, yeah, you do.
So, I think I'm just going to swim through the shit water, because now it's all dammed up.
Are we still in turn order though?
I'm guessing we're out of it, right?
Well, let's get to whatever the hell what's going on here.
I'm basically just going to...
By the way, I'm gonna need a quick little, first and foremost, inspiration to you for grabbing your friend and taking the way less traveled, splitting the party. Inspiration to you for that boat trick. Inspiration to you for that chain devil situation. And also, I want to thank you all for fucking going through this whole crazy thing with me. What's going on?
Is the boat
I look-
still intact? I invoked it at its biggest size.
Yeah, this is what we're trying to figure out here. It's a magical item, so it would probably...
It's probably pretty sturdy.
It's
in
not a
in
balloon.
a magical realm.
I don't want. My brain is so broken by the concept of this that I don't know if I can if I can make a great decision.
So,
What are you doing? I need to know if
I
you're
look
gonna
behind
make it
you.
not a thing.
is there anything or anyone that is looking at me?
Not currently. You
Okay.
hear the splishity splashing of two creatures leaving the vicinity.
I swim through the
Shit
building
water.
up shit water
Yep.
from the damned fucking thing.
Yep.
And I turn off my devil appearance.
Okay.
And I
That's
put-
hard to do since you're a tiefling.
Yeah. But I no longer look horrifying.
Right.
I put my hand on the boat and I try to deactivate the boat by saying its command word, which I definitely know.
Perfect. You all see the boat unclog, like, into its normal form as Peter,
Huge wave
covered
of
in
shit.
shit, and sort of like rides this wave towards you
Oh,
like
no.
a boogie board with the
tree,
little
what the
briefcase.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
all that
shit.
shit water, it was built up a lot.
Well, yeah, I was meaning for no one to come after us.
Well,
so-
you're all covered in shit now, and so am I, except
What the fuck, Peter? I told you to keep going.
Well, you
Why
were just...
did you come back? You were way ahead of us.
Okay, first of all, I didn't receive the message to keep going until you were literally 20 feet from me. And I had to make a decision because everyone else was like 120 feet away from me. And I saw the devils go down there.
All right, well let's go.
Well, fine.
Let's get out of here.
Perfect. Whoever is heading this, I need you to make a survival
I
check.
did. It's a
You
21.
Perfect.
How many 6-second periods has it been?
I'm gonna say this time of trying to navigate the sewers and finding relative safety, or at least a reconvening with your friend group, leads you to a couple different pathways. So as you're making your way down, it is relatively quiet. You hear sort of the rushing of water off. Yes.
What happens to Nuanen?
Huh?
Nuanen
You
takes bleeding
can't- okay.
damage every 6
Yeah,
seconds.
unless somebody wants to do something about that.
I have no idea what's happening.
Would you like
Does
to
she go
inspect
down?
the
Does
wounds?
she die? Is she taking damage? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
I'm done!
No. I mean, is that still happening?
You have an infernal wound. It is going to continue to deal damage to you until you die. It's gonna affect you every 6 seconds. So if anyone wants to intercede with that, let me know.
What do I have to do to fix it?
All right, 1d10.
So are we like swimming or what are we doing?
Can I make an Arcana check on it?
Damage.
Can I a medicine check? Can
Yeah,
I figure?
absolutely.
Okay.
3 damage.
I'm probably just going to notice when you go down, probably.
13.
13.
I need to start using that die. It's hard to read.
You look fine, right?
Yeah. So the wound is
Probably hurt, I'm hurt all the time.
cursed. It does
Interesting.
require an herbal sort of pack to get it to stop making her bleed,
Okay.
and to cool the inside. You're gonna need a mix of several different herbs and somebody who is proficient in those herbs to be able to apply it.
Cool.
I imagine
so
that it's
like
not that I'm
Val.
hiding it. I'm just so focused
I mean, or-
on ignoring it.
The person
Because I don't
who
know. I
has
just
an
think it's an
herbalism kit.
injury.
Hey, Peter.
What's going on?
I'm just
Could you
That's
please
1
fix Val's
damage to
wound?
you.
Val?
1 more
Or
damage to you.
Nuanen's wound,
Huh?
please.
1 more damage to you.
What's happening, Nuanen? What's
Okay,
going
so
on?
you
What?
notice
We're
how
trying
it's
to
hot
get out.
and
Why?
it's infected and it's burning.
Wow, it's full of shit. What's
Yeah.
happening?
Could you
Nuanen?
make a mix
What?
of herbs potentially to fix that?
What?
Considering
What do
that
you
is
mean?
your specialty.
There's like black veins and stuff.
Is
I'm
there?
gonna
I can't
slap
tell.
Peter.
6 more damage to you.
Oh, do you go out?
I am down.
I'm
Watch.
gonna
You
stuff a
see-
potion that I have from Peter in your
As
mouth.
you slap him, it hurts so bad that your eyes roll back and you lose
Whoa.
consciousness.
I'm going to
I
catch
keep your head
and
up
potion.
above the shit
I
water.
slump over. Yeah.
Catch and potion.
You can roll that potion. What are you doing,
Okay.
Peter?
You use one of my fancy potions.
It is one of your fancy potions. I have 4. Because you keep giving me your fancy potions and I have had no reason to use it yet.
Well, my fancy potions only last 8 hours.
As I'm going down, I'd like to be like, I don't feel so good.
But
She's like, I don't feel well, and then she falls down.
Into the river,
How many
Dukas.
Duke
hold on, I'm
River.
gonna tell you. Okay.
I'm impressed. That took a lot to get me down. It took a lot.
Oh, we can get there. Yeah, that was the goal.
No, I have never gone down.
So 2d4
Ever.
plus my
That
intelligence
was
modifier.
Which is
this
fine.
is my first time.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll get to do that again.
9 points
I'm like,
of
it's
healing
kind of
back
exciting.
to Nuanen.
And then-
9 points.
Roll 2d6 plus 5 for temporary hit points.
Peter, do you mind making a medicine
So
check?
hold on. So I didn't add. Okay, hold on. So that, and then. Oh, that put me into the
9
deficit
health.
thing. How do I? So I went 6, so that would put me at -3.
But
so
you
don't
then
do
not-
nine.
that's not count.
Negatives
You don't
don't
worry
count.
about that.
No.
Okay. So you said 9.
9, and then 2d6 plus 5 temporary.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ruby. Let's come on back.
8 plus 5 is
Get out of here.
13 temporary.
I'm so nervous. I've been listening like a little eavesdropper.
Oh wait, no, that's 10. That's 10.
I
That's what you want, it's
So
count.
worried.
I know,
for
I did
you
it.
guys.
Hold on.
I like was listening and I was like,
So I look at it. Could lesser restoration do anything to this?
A simple medicinal herb pack of a couple different herbs that you have on you already would suffice.
Would do it.
You
Okay.
essentially just need some cooling agents to stop this from like being just a
The
wound
temp was
full
what?
of fire.
Did you say 13?
Also,
13.
13.
something to sanitize the area. So useful.
Hey, Grudj, I need you to like.
Alcohol, that's
unshit
fine.
it.
But yeah, I'll
Oh,
say
use
that
magic,
the two
it'll
of
be
you,
fine.
within an action,
Prestidigitation.
can easily resolve this. It's not that hard. It just requires your attention and some medicinal herbs.
I'm gonna drag your body out of the sewage a little.
Yeah, how
onto
does
the
this? Am I
side.
conscious or
You
no?
come
How
back.
does this work?
Yeah, you come back
Okay.
to when they feed you health potions.
Sure.
As you're coming
You
back,
administer
I'm
it?
dragging you out of shit water.
With
you're
me.
staring up at the ceiling.
Please make a con save for me.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's grossness in this
Yeah.
water.
I'm gonna have to Actor help me with this check.
Okay, sounds good.
I have my feet up on a chair somewhere.
Oh,
I
I
bet
was
they're
20.
doing great.
I'm gonna use my last.
I fucking hate you. Go.
I'm gonna use my last fancy brain
Yes.
stuff
Yes.
to increase it to 15.
Perfect. That's easily enough.
Okay.
What did you get for con save?
20.
Perfect. All right. With that aside, we may move forward with your survival check of 22, 21. You guys find that there is a sound of running water off on one of these sides, and you're able to scout forward to the point where you can hear sort of the groaning and burbling of a creature. You just get your eyes in there to see this chained man who is emaciated, sort of like under a tube of refuse, like of sewage, that is pouring on him constantly. He's able to breathe, but he is he's being sewer boarded to death.
Oh my god.
And he sees all of you and says, "Help me! Help! Help me!" He's a human man, about probably like 42. His eyes are bloodshot. He is emaciated. His hair is gone. He is sickly. You see these sort of pock marks all over his body. And he says, "I can get you out of here. Just help me!"
I'm gonna undo his shackles.
Hold it!
It's fine. I'll help this guy.
Peter.
It's too late. I'm going. I'll never be able to forget this moment if I just leave him there. If he attacks us, we just gotta kill him. That's fine.
There are two simple
So our
shackles.
strongest person is currently at 13 hit points.
That is not a real thing you just said to me, and I'm gonna go help this person. I help the person, and you can try to stop me.
I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to leave you behind at this point.
Goodness. You are so crazy right now.
That's food.
Approaching the shackles are simply bound by nuts and bolts. There's no locks to this. They were essentially expecting this man to die. Undoing the bolts on either on one arm, he slinks into the water, and you almost have to hold his body, which is pretty much skin and bones at this point, before undoing the other one and pulling him on to this sort of like open circle of concrete in this cistern, this open space amongst the sewers. He pukes immediately. Whatever like small amount of bile is in his stomach, as well as the disgusting refuse that was on him, is relinquished forward onto the cobblestones, and with that he says, thank you so much.
I produce a lesser restoration potion.
Sounds good. You're offering it to him?
Yeah.
He takes
I
it,
help him drink
he
it.
imbibes it, and you see that his eyes, which were like bloodshot and sort of yellowed, take on the hue of a relatively dangerously unhealthy person. He was under the effects of some sort of disease that was slowly taking over his body. He begins to say, I was locked down here for days. I would have died if no one saved me.
Why are you down here?
I was trying to find my party. We were separated, and they were heading to the last stand. They caught me and sealed me down here to die.
That sounds oddly familiar.
I don't know if I can repay you. I don't have anything.
I mean, getting out of the sewer would be kind of
That's
nice.
kind of my first step as well.
I was lost down here for the day before they found me. I think I know an entrance to street level.
All right, lead the way.
I don't know.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Make sure you didn't just rescue a
The
devil.
right thing. I don't know. Grudj kept telling me no. Did I do the right thing? I don't know if I did the right thing.
18.
18. He's not lying. He's not concealing anything.
I probably would have cut him down, to be honest. I probably would have cut him down too.
Oh.
Cut his chains down.
Not cut him.
No,
I would have
Yeah.
cut him
If you
down.
weren't gonna do it, I was gonna cut him off the wall.
I don't
too.
know if I can walk, but if you go
Oh, I got an idea.
through that tunnel.
Tensor's floating disc.
He sort of lifts up underneath it, his body, like just coming from it.
Ritual.
Down.
Hang on just a minute, old timer.
Throws up again.
The potion, whatever's left of it.
Just regular juice now.
Can you clean him too?
Down that way.
Really, he smells.
Prestidigitation.
I don't know how
Dead.
someone could smell worse than
After.
the entire situation
There's
we're in.
an
But
entry to the carriage rails through there. That's how I got down here. If you take it up to street level, there's a fountain. There's a door we're trying to get to with a hand for a handle. Take it and you'll find safety. If you take me with you, I can't offer anything other than my thanks.
Well, come on
Well,
then.
you're down. All right. You're on my desk. It's going to follow me anyway. So, here we go.
You want to be careful. Do you have a way to disguise yourselves?
Mm-hmm.
Lead the way.
As we're walking, I notice that Nuanen is silently wallowing in her pain, and I'm just gonna start.
Was that what you were doing?
Yeah.
No.
Good Lord. I'm just going to stuff a potion in his
I
mouth
am
and make
not!
him drink it.
No, ask his.
I'm
What's-
going to start
what's your-
healing you.
Consent. What? Oh,
What's your
no,
name?
he's not whining. He's just kind of, well, I guess he is kind of. He's just
Saved my life too many
My
times.
friend, what is your name?
Gwaren.
Gwaren?
Gwaren Ulstead.
Gwaren Ulstead.
My party. We're called Indicavantad.
Well, Gwaren, welcome to the damaged goods for now.
What is your name? He's out of it.
Making polite small talk as you climb through the tunnel.
My name is
Kinda
Grudj.
rubbing the cream on your arm. Gain 10
Oh,
more
that
hit
feels
points.
so much better.
And your temporary hit points could be replaced with 12 instead of 13 if you really wanted to.
Like one of you can pick one of the other. You
Yeah,
can't
you
stack
can't
them.
stack
Stack up.
Oh,
It's easy.
At least
though.
it feels
this way
nice.
to the
Yeah.
sewers
It feels
does
nice.
lead
It
to
feels
sort of an
nice.
offshoot. There's a broken, like cobblestone wall that leads to this sort of like. It's like a cobblestone street that has these sort of lines on it of like metal that are brought, and then an elevated platform about 5 feet up. You can hear the voices of passersby and people. To you, it is a subway system, but essentially you can get back to the surface just through this stairway.
What was that man's name?
Gwaren Ulstead.
Can you spell that?
Yeah. Gweran
oh, actual ones.
Ulstead.
I'm gonna stop at that. I'm running out.
That's okay. That's gratitude, little tree.
For the sake of time, I will say if you wanted to follow his path, he's willing to guide you to where he knows potentially where this fountain might be.
Sounds good.
I do need, though, someone who's heading up this to make a survival check or an investigation check to be able to navigate your way safely.
I have
Also-
a +6, but I'm also proficient in survival. I'll give advantage to somebody who may have higher.
Sounds
I have a +4 in survival and am proficient.
I'm a plus. What are you, 6?
I have a +6.
Oh, I'm a +5. You're higher than I am.
good. You also hear further off in the city itself, on the upper levels, not near your vicinity, there's those sort of crying signals that begin to fade.
Okay. So... Wow.
2, 3.
That is a 5 and a 3.
Can you use an inspiration?
I will use an inspiration.
That's
A rat squeaks by.
Oh, Valenccya, by the way, I'm going to give you inspiration for going through with the process of making that deal.
If I would have had a mage hand, I definitely would have tried to get around
Dirty
it.
20.
D20. Sounds good. It's easy enough to find. It leads you to a similar fountain to one I described, but you had not seen. This one has a very lithe sort of devil. He appears to be sort of like looking down and offering a hand to another devil who is coming up from the fountain. That's sort of bulbous and huge. He's looking to grab, and they're barely connecting fingers, and his eyes are like fountains that dribble into this blood red pool. Beyond it, though, is a similar door. A door of black oak and brass with a similar handle that looks like a hand. Gweren sort of perks up when he sees it. He says, "There, it's last stand. Go through the doors and we'll be safe. I can find my team. I can go home." And he begins to sort of like use all his strength to try and move himself off the disc.
I will help him to the door.
Perfect. As you approach, you see this script, like burning white-hot ink, appear across the surface of the door. It says in Common, as well as Infernal, to anyone who's able to speak it in a language that's native to them. Yours appears in Elven. Yours is Infernal or Common, depending. Yours is Common or Sylvan, depending. It says, "Mortal's Last Stand." Underneath that, in smaller script, it says rules for entry. Those who enter here must not be guilty of infernal crime. No one must be harmed while within these walls. Divining attempts on those under protection is strictly prohibited. And mortal blood must seal the deal.
I'm immortal.
I'm already bleeding, so.
I grabbed the handle.
As you grab it, the handle, which was brass, turns white hot as your hand makes contact.
I thought it was blood.
It
This is
surges
hot.
into you, and you take two fire damage from it. As you move, you feel this emblem burning into your palm like a brand. And as you do, the soft click of the lock opens the door, and you pass in.
So I look at my hand,
Is it
and I
like
whisper under my breath, another one.
is it like Mortal's Last Stand? Like a little monogram?
No, it's
What?
not.
Can I hear that?
What is it?
I say it quietly.
You, since you've looked at this as well,
I would.
it is an infernal seal. You've read about these in school, but each devil has their own, and it's usually
16.
indicative of their true name or how they're
Plus
called.
4.
You've seen
Gonna
one
make
of
a
these
note. Gonna make
before
a note.
in the back of a terrifying book left from you, left for I can't forget his name. In
Treskar
the blue
Skalar.
house.
Oh,
That
Mr. Nimble.
the creepy elf who took that cursed book.
Dimdog
I remember him.
I have his name. We'll get it later.
Yeah, I remember him.
Dr. Crunch.
You
probably
pass
dead
through,
now.
and the
Captain.
door, as you pass,
Good old
swings
captain.
closed.
Leave it.
Who's next?
Yeah, alright.
It hurts quite a lot.
Baby.
Do I have to touch it, or what is it? What am
You
I
do.
supposed to? Yeah, okay.
As you grab it, it again takes. It begins to sear you.
I'm down again. No, I'm
As
just
you
kidding.
take
I'm kidding.
5 fire
That's so
damage.
funny. There's only 2 for me.
Honestly,
It's fine.
as the door opens, I look at Nuanen and I go, sometimes it can be helpful to point out our pains.
I'm waiting on you, sweet pea.
I got a horrible attitude. I'm crabby, alright? I've had a bad day.
Just gonna reach
I'm
in and
not
gonna
okay.
grab it.
Grabbing the door, it burns
Touch
into your
it.
palm.
Yeah, it's been like a 18-hour day.
You take 3 fire damage. As you see Gweren's eyes behind you, sort of looking over the rules before he pauses and looks at one as you're making this deal, he says, No, I can't pass. Oh no, I was condemned of a crime I can't pass. As the door opens, it gives you an opportunity to feel yourself almost like compelled to enter as a deal is being made.
much health does it look like he has left?
Not many.
I got a question.
Give it me a second.
It's a person within that I can't kill, correct?
You've agreed to the terms.
It's
rules-
just a person within, right? A person protected, right?
Do you have them written down? Can you go over them one more time?
No one must be harmed while within these walls.
While within,
These walls.
I'm gonna let go of the handle for a second and turn back, and I'm just going to fireball him and immolate him
went through.
as a mercy.
You hear a muffled scream as the door shuts behind you, and all of you are privy to the sights inside. Each of you, at your independent doorway, looks into a massive, expansive chasm of iron and wood. Stone walls surround you, and there is a sort of like gentle slope that guides you either downward or upward. This expansive space, probably about 500 to 600 feet in full totality, is like a spiral of a screw that goes all the way down. There is a ledge about 5 to 10, or about 10 feet in front of you, with this beautiful black brass railing. These images of sort of twisted brass of this sort of sleek devil, his horns twisting and wrapping themselves over the railway, is repeated over and over and over again. And beyond this precipice. Has anyone seen the Guggenheim? Do you know what the Guggenheim is? You know what the Guggenheim is? Maybe? No?
The art museum.
It is.
In
You know how it's like
Texas.
that rotunda that spirals down, and the whole point of it is to kind of like walk aimlessly
Like a
up?
lighthouse.
Yeah, it's like that, but like a mile up. And beyond this precipice, beyond this sort of like railway, there are this sort of like maze. There's two structures. They're hanging. They're sort of these gilded, almost like cocoon, like crystalline buildings that are like 200 to 300 feet tall that fill this space. And there are these bridges of stone and brass that make their way over there. You can see into the inside, and you see sort of like a buzzing of people. Mortals, humans, dwarves, halflings, tieflings, drow, creatures that you're very familiar with, making that same sort of spiral in these odd-shaped cocoons. There's a number of doorways on the inside, and it's at this point that you notice you're not alone. You three are approached by a very well-dressed, clean, human being. He has on his arm sort of a bag, like a satchel, that is draped on one side. He is very well dressed in fine clothing, and he approaches you and says, "Welcome to the last stand in common. May I guide you to a room?"
We are looking for a group that entered before us.
Yes. Well, I'll have to check records for anyone who's been checked in. In the meantime, I'll take you to a waiting area, and we can find ourselves collected there.
Thank you.
You notice he has this sort of like choker that is brass and locked at the back. It has infernal script all along it, and he also has these wrist cuffs that are similar. He begins to lead you up that sort of walkway until you guys get to one of those bridges, and he begins to take you into the inside of the cocoon, asking you questions about who you're meeting, where you're meeting them, and the same sort of situation is happening with you. A young woman, dwarven, with similar dress, that same choker, those same things, that same bag on her side,
Guile.
approaches you.
Guile, Memnon, and Heidi are.
Yeah, and you.
We're able to
Mhm.
go with her. Okay.
In a similar doorway on a different side. this vast room. She says the same procession, and she says the same greeting to you. Welcome to the last stand. Can I guide you to a room? Amemnon says, we're waiting for friends. If there's any way for us to find a location where we could reconvene, I think that would be ideal. She says, very well, I'll take you to our waiting area. An hour or so passes. Making your way into these crystalline structures, it is beautiful, lush. There are plants for the first time. These gorgeous sort of tropical fronds around these decadently shining furniture pieces, beautiful beautiful fireplaces that are bellowing out very soft light. The trappings of home that you haven't felt in over like a week and a half are suddenly all around you.
Just the normalcy of like the atmosphere.
Right, and people who are calm and of humanoid races walk along with you. It's strange. You notice something very interesting. Above these two sort of like crystalline spires, there's one nest that seems to be connected near the precipice of the top of this this enclosure. First of all, most striking is that there's a ceiling to this place. It's like black glass fretted with gold stars that is backlit by this soft sort of ambient light. And it has like a sliver of it that almost looks like daylight being mimicked, that is beginning to crawl over the top of it, like the shifting of day.
With the imitation of
A
a
light cycle.
Right. But at the middle, almost like a moon or a sun, is a structure of just brass and glass that is sort of bound by these huge iron chains that sits
Circular?
like a nest, watching over everything. It's sort of pentagonal.
Is there a celestial inside?
I'm gonna say, what's an appropriate check for this?
Arcana?
I'm gonna give you an insight check.
Okay.
You did not make a deal with the Celestial. And the amount of sheer volume of mortals in this place would mean that any person making this volume of deals is a very, very, very high-powered devil. Within about 2 hours,
I just itch my palm a little bit.
you're able to say the right names, ask the right questions. These two sort of servants are so amiable, and your team is reconvened in sort of an open conference room of oak and brass.
As there's some time before we regroup with the rest of our party, meaning my dear damaged goods, as I'm just forced to sit around and wait, can I try and understand a bit more about these attendants?
Yeah.
I think
What do you want to know?
Valenccya is very taken aback. I was not expecting this level of shift. This space is completely, I want to say demi-planar, but that's maybe beyond Valencia's
Roll an
concept.
Arcana check.
Yeah, I think I'm a little like flabbergasted right now. That makes sense. Two. I'm just
2. It's overwhelming.
yeah.
I will say, and also being separated from your party and then reconnecting like this.
And I think I'm really waiting for them to come back.
Your group is waiting alone for about an hour and a half longer
Okay.
than this group comes to them.
Okay. I'm healing if I can. I'll spend a couple.
But I'll say that without further sort of investigation, what the attendants can give you in terms of information, if you do even broach the subject of the collars that they wear.
What are you guys? How long have you been here? I'm making small talk, but like trying to.
I've been here for, gosh, how long now? Like seven or 8 years.
Look like you. Does it look like they comprehend time fully?
Rolling subject.
So sorry. 18 plus 8.
There's a mistiness to their gaze that doesn't seem to be accurate.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
They're confined here, and as they're sort of like talking and moving, you see both of their hands also have that same like symbol on them.
How'd you come to be here? I'm just making small talk.
Last Stand brings so many people. Some of us love it here so much that we just stay. You can't keep an operation like this going with no one's help.
Yes. They don't
Much better than
understand.
the alternative.
So, how do they recruit? They just ask you? You just say whether or not you want to work here?
Well, if you're curious, I can send your information up to the big boss.
No, I'm okay. I was just curious. In a way where I don't want to do it, but...
Right. Well, I think if you'd like to stay, I'll get you pricing for lodging, and then we can work out a plan for staying how many nights? 1, perhaps 2 should be fine.
Are we all together again?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God I'm with you guys.
I'll say the reunion. If you want to act out that
Happens
reunion.
quietly, but it happens.
Oh, please. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you again, pal. It's been a little bit. That's
Y'all
good.
covered in shit.
No, prestidigitation.
Okay, you gotta tell me that now.
It smells. You smell like.
When you don't want the shit, you gotta tell me when the shit
Oh,
goes
no.
away.
As soon as we were out. Poo.
Well, it's good to have you back.
I'll
Why'd you
say,
leave us?
I followed Amemnon.
Sorry, that was accusatory.
No, I just saw him going. So technically I followed Guile, and then Heidi was with me, and I thought you were gonna turn around, and you didn't.
Either
But you're
way,
here
we're
now.
fine. Yes, just one night, please.
Like Amemnon said.
I'll be back with prices.
Thank you very much.
She leaves.
I want a bath. You leave.
Just
Prestidigitation is not
We
enough.
have business to attend to. Before we even get too far into this,
Yes.
the Last Stand is not our final destination.
okay.
The only reason that I think it would be wise to stay here is because it is imperative that we either connect with or understand the fates of Bodlin and Alicia.
Yes.
For us to gain entry to the Bureau of Infernal Affairs within the Inner Ward, or we've been discussing several advantages. We're going to need the maps that Bodlin has on him. Heidi has communication, has been in contact with some people within the Bureau, but we're down. Vander, who had deciphered some of the seals that would get us around the building. Uldan, who understood what devils were there. And Ignatius, who is going to provide us a disguise. We're crippled, and we need a win. This, all of us together here, is a blessing.
How long does the disguise need to last?
For as long as we can get entry, find the prophecy, and get out.
You think 10 minutes is enough?
It's cutting it close.
For the moment, because of Vander's outstanding progress. Is there something that we can do to halt him? Can we find him? Can we prevent his further progress?
I think at this point, the most we can do is watch from the sky. Let's spend the afternoon scrying. If we can get a tab on where Bodlin is, he has a failsafe. They have a way to travel quickly, faster than Vander could even imagine. Vander is still a day behind. We have the drop on him, so that provides us a bit of
And we're
assurance.
certain of this.
We could try and check in on him tonight.
I think that would be best if we were to find certainty. But for now, Maudlin and Alicia are our main concern.
Do you still have scry cheese?
Or Heidi?
Wasn't one of the things on the door saying no
divining.
divination? No divining?
Divining attempts on those under protection is
So,
strictly prohibited.
No, look from what?
No looking
No
at
looking
other
in?
people in here.
No looking in.
out is fine. In is not.
Yeah. No look. Yeah.
What are the chances that Vander's gonna come here?
That's
I know we're not talking about Vander anymore.
No,
but he
but-
knew about this place.
But I also
There's no.
also
knows what
wondered
the
if
safe point.
Vander's travels would bring him here.
He knew your
If
plan,
so-
did he not?
We can't lift a finger against him. It said no harm can come.
right.
He did. I think that if Vander were to attempt to foil us, he would want to do it sooner rather than later. His priorities are probably meeting with his
Contact.
contact. Exactly.
I understood the contact to be of necessity after he'd acquired.
I think the information that he was going to sell for the contract of his family was ours. Our location, what we're doing.
So we're at least moving, so some of that is less valuable to him.
I think getting into the nitty-gritty of what to do and when to do is not our purview now. We need to find out where Bodwin is. However, let's get a room. I'm so tired.
Yes, it has been an extraordinarily long day, unfortunately.
The dwarven woman returns and says, I have a pricing here. If we were to go with the deluxe suite, we'd want the equivalent of about 14 soul coins. That translates
It's a good thing
to
we have 13.
15,000 gold pieces. For a simple suite, we're looking at 10 soul coins,
Does the
or an equivalent of about 12,000 gold pieces.
is there a bathtub in the fancy one?
It comes with all the amenities as well as your own personal spot.
I look to a Memnon and I go, are you sure we couldn't be sufficient with last night's lodgings?
I believe it may be rude.
I think while in hell, we should live like devils.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, this is like a business trip, right? You're paying for everything.
Did you just break Hunter?
I have a stipend, yes.
I'm okay with the cheapest.
I'm just going to
I-
message him in code.
I'm alright with the cheapest.
Let's take the deluxe suite.
I was just gonna message
I
him
will
in
give
code.
him 6 soul coins to lessen the burden of the price.
Sounds good. As he takes it, he says, reminder, these are not valuable outside of hell.
Well, they might.
It might be valuable
Are we gonna
for
bribe
the
someone?
next day.
He opens up his coat, pulls out a pocket, or digs in there, and begins to pull out bags of gold. 6 of them.
I'm just impressed. That's nice.
I believe this should suffice.
Thank you, sir.
How do we get to our room?
And tell Vagrast that Amemnon's here. I guess we should go to our room.
Yes.
With that, you're led down that seems sort of spiraling along this crystalline structure. Beautiful doors, ornate,
What
all
color
mostly
crystal?
brass. The sort of mirrored glass panes are all these sort of like bluish greenish hued glass.
It's not even scary like
No,
glass.
well, it kind of is, because there's these motifs of this same sort of like gaunt, suave devil's face in like these interlacingly like made like brass stained glass reliefs.
Is there captions?
No, it's not. And there's no text. It's just these motifs over and over again, and they're all kind of infernal, but very approachable in a way that is jarring and you have not seen anywhere
Modern
else in hell.
infernal art.
It
Yes.
seems that our host is a little vain.
Who's our host?
Welcome to hell.
Regardless, as you're led to a beautiful suite with one wing that has the amenities of a spa with various pools, bed chambers on either side, enough to fit everyone, a full kitchen stocked with little bottles of like waters and food, and a little price sheet that has
All
everything
one soul
in there,
coin.
and it's all so fucking expensive. You also notice that while you're entering, there are a number of these sort of like talismans. They're these brass insignias that match the symbol on your palm, and they are sort of stationary in the middle of the walls of most rooms. They overlook the space.
Are they like room service?
No.
Okay.
But I'll say, as we're getting acquainted, getting ready, getting comfortable, before we discuss anything further, I think we're going to end the session there. We'll get to planning next session. Thank you for watching, and thank you guys so much for this! We will see you all later!